So, I want to come on my second channel and talk to y'all and just like get some voice notes from y'all and y'all opinion on the current state of things. But let's see. Yeah, they've kind of been going back and forth. Hey, what's up? How you doing? What's up, y'all? I'm trying to give some people time to come in, but y'all know this is my second channel, so those of you guys who have been watching and lurking on social media, Umar and Dr. Umar and Kevin Samuels have been taking shots at one another. Like, this person took shots, the other person took shots, and social media kind of went, in a frenzy about it. And people felt like, they should debate one another. And there was a lot of people who have feelings about it. So I wanted to know what you guys thought about it, those of you guys who are up to speed. I created a video already and I gave my thoughts on the matter and I said what I thought about it, but I wanted to like include other people's thoughts in the video as well. Thank you, Melanin Beauty. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, everybody. But I wanted to get some of y'all thoughts. But if not, then I'll just make a video to post on my IG so that people could. You say you're not up to speed. You don't know who Dr. Umar is? Yeah, girl. Ain't we all? We all sick of Miss Samuels. Hey, Leela Boo. Hey, y'all. I don't think he want to debate. I don't think he want to debate him. He said basically he ain't on that. I don't think he's trying to debate. I don't think Umar is down with the get down. You said please tell about both. Hey, Kamari, thanks for being a new subscriber. You say you feel like they both have good points. Okay, well, it seems like many of y'all not up to speed, so I guess I just have to do um the video without other people's opinions and just give the breakdown with my opinion. But I wanted to get other people's input on it since, both of them have been like type of viral type of figures, but it's looking like some of y'all may not know. I mean, I could go on my main channel, but I didn't want to go on my main channel. I'm not going to, I already did like I already recorded a video. I don't feel like doing a full rundown again. I'm gonna just, if people are not up to speed, then I'm gonna just I'm gonna just post my video and then they'll just be up to speed that way. I don't want to do it like twice. You know what I'm saying? I thought that more people was up to speed with it. I thought that more people was, yeah. You right, S. Pryor. You definitely right about that. Yeah, he coming out. I mean, don't get it fucked up. Umar has his motive in it too. Like both of them use social media to kind of do what they want to do. Like Umar he is defending black women, and I agree with his points. He's saying facts, but he's using it as a way to like, I'll let y'all know in my video. I'll let y'all know in my video. Will Smith plays as Tyler Perry and T. What? What are you talking about? Yeah. Anyways, how y'all doing on this? What's today? Friday. How y'all doing on this Friday night? Who is this? P. You gotta.
Hi,
Hey,
hi,
what's up?
me. We spoke a while back at like the random hour about the intimacy with men. I'm happy you back on your others now. You're on your main page. Um, my thing with both of them, they both are supposed to be life coaches, but one of them are is like trying to present like they represent women, and the other one is possibly speaking down on women. So to me, as a fellow life coach and as a woman myself, I feel like I need to do research on both of them. But to me, they both suspect and different types of Derek Jackson presenting for their own narrative and their own game. They feel like, to me, most guy life coaches, if they
Well,
focuses on
according
women.
to Kevin Samuels, he's an image consultant. He's not a life coach or a dating coach, even though he gives dating advice.
Wow,
He's
that's even more crazy. Like I've watched a couple of videos when Umar went viral recently on on a Breakfast Club.
Mhm.
But to me, as a fellow life coach, if your whole goal is focusing on women, what's really your secrets? What's in your closet with your relationship? Because if you're focusing on women, how are you as a man? You probably got skeletons in your closet, just like Derek Jackson. Me, as a fellow life coach, my focus is not on women, on black women, or how black women should move, because every situation deserves a different way of moving. If you're a real life coach, you're focusing on making someone as better as a whole. It shouldn't be like a focus on, oh yeah, well if you're a black woman, you should move like this and you should move like that. How do you know? Is that how your mother moved? Is that how your auntie moved? Is that how your sisters are
what
currently
are you
moving? Is
thinking
that
about?
the women if that's the women that you currently date, is that how they move, the way you push your narrative? Because if you don't
Which
have
one are,
examples of
which
the
one are you talking about?
like for like the different types of like Dr. Umars and Derek Jacksons, that they whole focus is pushing on like, oh, strong black women, but are you actually doing that work? For Dr. Umar, is there any evidence? Like I said, I just caught him from a viral thing. So I'm gonna definitely do
Dr.
more
Umar
research.
doesn't just focus on women though.
I know, but like that's what I'm saying. Like honestly, I'm just giving my first initial, first like for someone seeing him going viral on the Breakfast Club, knowing that the stereotype that the Breakfast Club has on themselves, like it makes me want to do more research on him just to see if he's not
Well,
a
then
Derek Jackson presenting.
okay, so if you were talking about Kevin Samuels, then you would have kind of been more on point. But your assessment of Umar, even though like I think Umar be doing some goofy stuff, but your assessment of Umar is very off.
No, I'm not saying it's about Umar. I'm just saying guys in general who come off like, oh, women should listen to this advice or they representing the voice of black women. Like, I don't have any negative opinion of Dr. Umar. Like I said, my first time seeing him was when he went viral on the Breakfast Club recently. So I'm
When he
definitely
went viral
interested.
recently, it was about Joe Biden, right?
I can't really recall, but it was enough for me to be interested in what he had to say. So I definitely was going to look at him. But being a fan of you, Nika Knight, I just wanted to tune in because I have tuned in and spoken on your panel before. So I don't have any negative connotation on Dr. Umar or Samuels. I'm gonna do more research on both of them.
Mhm.
But for me, speaking as a fellow life coach and as a black woman, I feel like any man, whether it's Derek Jackson, Umar, is there any examples like that shows like Dr. Umar and the women in his life or the impact that he's had on, like, is he practicing what he preached pretty much? Like, is there any evidence that he stood on the front line to represent black women besides what he's saying online? I'm still getting to know him, and I like your
I kind of agree with
perspective
what you
on
said.
things.
You gotta kind of, you kind of, you kind of gotta like look at more information, I guess.
That's what
Right.
I'm saying. Like, I like your unbiased opinion, so that's why I called in. And I knew you was gonna be blatantly honest, which is what I love about your show. And that's why I called in, because like me, I'm telling my truth. I just came across him when he went viral on the Breakfast Club, when whatever he was talking about, and it made
So
me
you just
interested
now
in
heard
him.
about Umar for the first time, like last week?
Yeah, honestly, because normally, they was normally it's always Derek Jackson when you're on social media that's popping up, depending on what you look on your Instagram search. Like, it's normally Derek Jackson and other things like life coaching things that pop up. It's not Dr. Umar, but when I seen him pop up on the Breakfast Club, I did watch the video and I was like, oh, he seems pretty interesting.
Which part?
And
I'm kind of confused a little bit.
Yeah. He's not really
well,
considered a life coach.
Yeah,
the whole
He's
video,
more
I
like
just was like, it seemed like he was on the side of black women, so that's what made me be more interested into looking into him just to see what he's
no.
talking
What
about.
part? What video did you see? What did he say in the video? Like what? What are you? I don't know what you're speaking about. Like that's why I'm kind of lost a little bit.
I will have to look back. I'm gonna put it in the chat after I hang up, so that way I could call back in a few minutes later. But I'd rather look it up instead of speak without having like factual evidence on what I liked about it. But it definitely was his
What was
podcast
he talking
recently.
about? What was he saying?
Um, he was more so trying to empower. Like, he didn't like, it wasn't about the Samuels guy. I just liked the way he was speaking on the Breakfast Club on his most recent interview, like
I know.
the
What
one
did
that was
he say?
like not too
What was
long
that?
ago.
I
That's what I'm
know. But what
saying.
did he say?
I'm gonna give some evidence in the chat. Like, I'm not speaking bad on neither one of them. I don't really know neither one of them, but I love how you highlight like current events. So I
Mhm.
just wanted to call in for support and just speak on my preference. Like, are they life coaches? Like, I really didn't know, and it's a lot of people in the chat. So that's why I was like, let me just call in and ask you directly. I don't really know if they're life coaches. You said Sam Hughes isn't, but Dr. Umar might be or
No, I
something like
never
that.
said
no,
no.
he's not.
No, he's
No.
not a
He
life coach.
didn't.
I never said that.
What is Dr. Umar?
He's more like
He's a
a
clinical
he's more
psychologist.
like a black leader type of thing. Like he's for like the black movement. Like he's like a Pan Africanist.
Oh, like, I'm interested in I just support your channel, so I just want to call in and support. And I'm happy you took the time out at 12 midnight in New York City time to like speak to us. So, like I said, I've spoke on other panels that you had at the weird hours at 4:30 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning. So, like, I just wanted to tune in and support, but I'm definitely gonna look into both of them. I just was intrigued, and I was typing in the chat, and you were answering, but I figured there's so many people in your chat, like, I might get overlooked. So that's the only reason why I called in. I'm intrigued about both of them. I don't really know much about them. Like I said, I found out about both of them a week ago to be on some real honesty, my truth thing. Like, I've never heard of either one of them until a week ago. And it's only because of how it pops up on like social media or even like my YouTube stream. But I'm definitely interested in what else you guys have to say tonight about it. So I hope you stay on a little bit longer, even if it might not be too many callers, just so that way I could get a better feel on what's your take, what's your other panelists' takes on both of these guys. So then I can do my research after. And when you do a follow up, I'll have a better conversation, honestly. So, like, I
All
just like to keep it real and I support your channel. So, thank you for being in at 12 midnight for the night owls like me.
right.
And that's all I really want to tune in and say. Like, I didn't have a real opinion on either one because I just learned about both of them a week ago, and that's why I wanted to state that at the very beginning. And me being a fellow life coach, I just was like, oh, what are they talking about? what are they talking about? And is their focus just black women? And I would hope not, because Derek Jackson did that and he turned out to be a fraud. So, like, even though he was speaking truth, his life wasn't representing what he was speaking, like that type of stuff. So, what he was saying wasn't wrong, but he wasn't moving in his what he was preaching. And I'm also like a practice what you preach type of person. But thank you for your time. Thank you, Miss Nini. Thank you, Nika Knight. You guys are
All
awesome.
right. Thank you
Stay
for
safe
coming
and
on.
well.
My P.
All
Hey,
right.
neat girl.
Nene looking all cute, girl. Where you going?
Nothing. I just got home. What's going on? Look, I just subscribed. I didn't even realize you had a second channel.
Y'all see Nene looking all cute, y'all. Look at Nene.
Look, I'm finally getting on camera. I didn't even realize you had a second channel. I had to subscribe.
Oh yeah. This is where we just be kicking it over here sometimes.
I see. That's why I was like, let me get on this live. I didn't get all the first part, and I didn't even finish fully watching his Umar's response to Kevin, but I did watch some of it and I was like, yes. Personally, I kind of wanted to know what's the general consensus of Umar. I like him. I like him a lot, actually.
Well, a lot of people are mad at Umar because they feel like he's scamming them as it pertains to the school. Like he has been getting donations for a very long time.
I heard about that one. Now, see, I can't really speak on that because I don't know that. But as far as like his opinions and his outlooks and his ideologies, I 1000% agree with him. And
Yeah.
when I watched the thing what he said about Kevin, I don't know if Kevin responded. Did he respond?
I just seen the first video where Kevin was like, "Speak like mother, like mother."
I try not to pay attention to Kevin, to be honest, at all. Like, I try not to pay attention to him at all. It's just nothing but just disrespect and incels as we've established, you know. But I really appreciate in watching his where he was just like, because that's one of the things I actually really thought of too when watching Kevin Samuels, because surprisingly enough, for all his rhetoric and all his like just disrespect towards black women, he has a lot of black women like fans that always call in. And you would think by this point, it's like, girl, you know what's coming, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they so desperate for validation that they
Exactly. And I'm glad that Omar touched on that.
Yeah.
Like in it, because like it bothers me that like women still go out to seek his advice, knowing that it's like you're paying to get disrespected.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate what he said about Kevin, and I appreciate that he was, I guess, holding the women accountable who do that. He was like, it's just a sad thing that like we reached a level of desperation that we go for men, like we seek advice from men who aren't qualified for one, and ones who get off on disrespecting you. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't know. That was just my opinion. I like Umar. I think that what he's doing for a lot of his, like I said, a lot of his opinions and ideologies is pretty accurate. I think what he's doing for the black movement and for black people is pretty spot on. But I don't really know still that much about Kevin. But what I do know, I'm not really a fan of.
Yeah. Somebody said, Nene, how does Kevin Samuels disrespect black women by telling them the truth? First of all,
it's not telling them the truth.
That he says is not the truth. Like,
and you want to know something else too?
Things, but everything he says is not the truth. And the people who sit there and listen to him and they can't decipher what is said for shock value and entertainment versus what is actual and factual, something is wrong with you. Like the men who sit there and listen to him and they think that every single thing that comes out of his mouth is 100% truthful, something is wrong with you.
So everything he said is factual when he disrespects black women. Just to that comment. So when he disrespects black women, telling them they're this, they're that, they'll never equate to anything, they're never gonna find a guy that's not disrespecting. He literally put Tommy Lauren for saying something that we've been saying on a pedestal.
Yeah.
That's not disrespecting black women because it came from a white woman. It was factual, but when it comes from a black woman, oh, we're just wanting too much. We're not that, and we're asking for something out of our league. That's not disrespectful.
People who think that everything he says is true is ridiculous. Like, if you sit there and you listen to that man and you think, like, and that's the problem. Like, there are so many men who are literally on their knees, fucking bowing down and thinking that this man who, like, no, like everything doesn't apply to everybody. Everybody wasn't raised the same way. Everybody doesn't have the same background. Like everything he says does not apply across the board 100%. Like no, like everything he says is not truthful. And people who think that are crazy to me. Like you're freaking can't think for yourself if you think if everything that come out his mouth is 10% truthful.
I
Now,
will say that I do think that I will say I do think that sometimes like some of the stuff I watch, I do laugh. I'd be like, damn, he's such an ass. Like it is kind of funny, like how mean he is. But it's like also too like people open himself that they know what he's gonna do. They know like they know who he is, right? So you know what you're getting into. I do think it's funny, and a broken clock gets it right. Like what did it say, 2 times a day or once a day. So some
yeah,
things he says are true, but I mean, it's basic things that I would feel like you should already know.
yeah, I like Big Rush. I feel like Big Rush. He said, I can like Kevin Samuels and know everything he says isn't true. He has strong, I guess, opinions, but all opinions aren't true or facts, even if I agree with him. Right. Like everything he says is not truthful. You all keep saying that everything he says isn't true. Okay, I hear you. Please point out where he's been inaccurate. Um, the one of the things that he has been inaccurate about or has misled some of y'all to believe is that just because you have money that you have a free pass to be disloyal. That's not true.
Yeah.
And that's not um that's not what it is. Like, are men who have money more accessible to more women? Yes, nobody's denying that. Can a plumber or can a gas station clerk cheat on their wife or woman? Yes, anybody can cheat. Anybody can have options. Anybody could cheat. But just because you have money, there is not no free pass to be disloyal to your partner or the person that you have committed to. Now, can you have options? Do you have more women coming at you? Yes, of course. Like who doesn't? Like who in the spotlight or who, you know what I'm saying, is that's attractive or got something going for themselves? Like who don't got people coming for them? But that does not mean that that gives you a pass to be disloyal. And no, that doesn't. That doesn't mean that you have to exercise the options. And a true high value man who actually values family, actually values the empire that they built, they're not going to let a bird come in and try to, you know what I'm saying, get their rocks off and break the household that they built. Like that is not truthful. Period. So
I actually really don't like this whole like, to be honest, that's just my own personal opinion. I don't like how this whole like high value men hypergamy type of thing has been going. Like I just feel like it's not unrealistic, but like it takes away like actually like a connection and chemistry and like being treated right. Like those should be your core values. Is this person going to be my peace? Is going to make me better? Like they shouldn't be like like I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. I don't like that whole high value men type of all those like channels and people who like pay into that type of stuff. I'm not a big fan of it.
yeah. Yeah, like people, I mean, a lot of these men don't even really like women for real at the end of the day. And you can't make me think different. And that's just that. But like I said, if his advice was so sound and everything was so true that and his main thing that he always says is, well, you picked your baby daddy, you picked this person. Well, the man is in control of the relationship and he failed twice. So if a woman is just supposed to get with a program and they just supposed to know that if I got this type of money or this whatever going on and I'm going to date with my options and I'm moving this away, that way, he wouldn't have 2 failed attempts at that. He would be living his life, got his bottom bitch down with him because that's the way it's roll, and he would be macking his bitch. His pimping would speak for himself because he talked like he a pimp, and he talked like he just got it all figured out that he just macking on bitches and he just know how the game go. And if he was that smooth, suave, and had it down packed like that, he would have a bitch in his corner. He would still be married, and he wouldn't be single, dying alone, just like me.
But why do you think that women seek out his advice knowing what they're going to get to, though? That's my big question, I wonder.
Delusional. I don't know. I don't know.
That's really what I want to get at. Like you
A lot of
see,
people, a lot of these men who look up to them don't have male figures in their life. So they look for somebody to speak to them because they never got to speak to their father. And a lot of these men have mommy issues. They don't have good relationship with their mama. They don't have good relationships with women. So they look for validation. Like a lot of these men who look up to them as saviors, a lot of them are socially awkward men. They don't know how to approach women. They
they
don't
hate
know
women.
how to lead. They don't know how to have a conversation with a woman, court a woman properly, and lead. So when they get in these situations where they're socially awkward, they cannot bag a bitch like they should. They go to
All right.
Kevin Samuels, they see him telling these women these things that they are, these types of ways. So they get validation in that. They get validation in like, like, oh yeah, they're the problem, not me. Like, you know what I'm saying? They get validation in that shit. So
It's that red pill, man. But I was talking about the women. Like, why would what I'm not understanding is why women knowing that you're going to get disrespected, why would you purposely put yourself in that position?
yeah.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, I'm wondering where does his female fans come from and why? You think it's the pick-me's?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it just goes back to they just want validation. You
Yeah.
said men don't need validation, women do. No, men need
No,
validation.
men need validation.
Men
That's a
seek
lie.
validation in other men. Like men seek validation in other men. Men try to impress other men. They don't try to impress us females. Men are not going around buying certain whips, putting rims on their car, and doing certain things to impress us. They're going out to seek validation from other men, and men are getting validation from other men, which is why men are looking to Kevin Samuels to get validation for why they so socially awkward, rejected ass is having the results that they have. So they trying to get validation that, oh, I was right and they were wrong, and this is why. They get validation from men.
That's crazy that person would think that. Please, men definitely do. Like,
Yeah,
that's
men
crazy.
get
That's
validation
a very, very crazy statement
all
to
the time.
say. They really do. I mean, and the thing too is like now you have this new movement of men like, and I'll be honest, I was a little naive to that. I didn't realize there was men that like are jealous like that. That like what I mean by that is like you don't feel like you get the type of women that you feel like you want or you deserve, so therefore you hate or she's this or she's that. Like, I'll be honest, I just learned that like years ago that that's a thing. So what about these Black female YouTubers who do the same thing?
I don't agree with women who sit and bash men all day.
Yeah, I don't either.
And all of their content, everything that comes out of their mouth, everything that they talk about is all about downing black men and saying men ain't shit and men ain't this and men ain't that. I don't put every man on the same scale. I don't think every man is a follower, and I don't think every man is ready to suck off Kevin Samuels. So I'm not going to preach that. But to the men that are on their knees ready to suck him off, I'm going to speak to that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't agree with the channels, that just sit there and bash men all day. Just like I don't agree with the channels that sit and bash women all day. I don't agree with either.
Yeah, I'm responding to that too. I with that one person's comment, there is channels like that, and I mean it takes those type of channels just play off of like black women's plight and anger. I don't agree with those either. Like I don't like anything like that's anti-black male or that's anti-men. Like a lot of those type of channels are just you just don't like men or black men in general, and I don't agree because not all black men are this, not all black men don't like black women. That's generalizing. We don't like being generalized. I don't like to do that to men.
Right. Big Rush, click the link and come on, because Big Rush is he got sent.
Women love a confident man who can sound.
At the end of the day, like a lot of men would have more success with women if they knew how to lead. A woman is going to follow a confident man and a man who's a leader. If you have confidence, if you have direction, if you can lead,
Absolutely.
a woman is going to naturally submit to you. I'm not going to submit to a goofy ass nigga who think that just because he got money, I'm just supposed to flock to him, but the nigga don't know how to tie his motherfucking left or right shoe. Like,
That sounds like a beta male to me. I mean, Jill Scott said it best. If you're going to tell me what to do, then tell me what to do. But if you can't, then don't. And the thing is, the problem is that a lot of men now have this newfound, like, oh, I'm an alpha male, I'm this and that. I mean, you're really not. Like, you can't even approach a girl. You're scared. You have to watch videos like that to figure out how do I get her to talk to me or know that you're a man.
yeah. Talking about my response is, what? Why are you dating a man who can't lead? Did I say I was dating a man who can't lead, or did I say that a lot of these men who seek validation from these dating red pill guys can't lead? A lot of y'all wouldn't need their advice if you were a leader. If you were a leader, you had your own mind, you stood on your own, your own accord. Yeah, I'm saying you gave big dick energy, because a lot of y'all be giving little small shrimp dick energy. If you gave big dick energy, you had confidence, you knew yourself, you would not need their advice. It's like, I don't need to go listen to a dating coach to tell me about how I need to date. Like, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. Like, I don't need them to tell me what I need to do.
I wish there were some red pill men to come on and chime in and say what they want. Rebel is one of like, but he's cool. I like Rebel. He's cool a lot. He explained why he considers himself red pill on that type of regard. But I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, if you need to do, like you said, if you need to do all that, then you already lost in the first place.
And then my whole thing too, like, a lot of these guys, they think that, they listen. They also, this is like the birth of the high value dusties. It's a lot of high value dusties. They listening to these ideas from Kevin Samuels, and they think like, oh, well, I got $100,000 annually. Oh, well, a bitch got to flock to this, and they got to just bow. And they think like, now that Kevin Samuels said this how it's supposed to go, then when I deal with a girl, like, this just how it's supposed to go. Not knowing, like, first of all, you giving little dick energy. You're acting like, you know what I'm saying? You can't even give it like it's supposed to get. Like, you ain't even like doing what it's like. It's not giving what it's supposed to get.
I mean, if you leave with materialism, don't be surprised if that's what a woman wants from you. Like that's what I don't get about that. You guys sit up here, women want this and they're this and gold diggers and all that, but you led with that. So what did you expect?
Big Rush.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay.
So you're a Kevin Samuels fan, but you know that
Hold on, I got
oh, you gotta cut it off in the background. You have you have it maybe playing on a TV or something and playing like on another device. You have to cut, or you have it open in the window.
I got it playing on my phone.
Turn it down. Are you calling in from your phone? Oh, I don't know what happened. Y'all love calling black men dusty. No, I don't call black men dusty. I call dusty men dusty. I didn't say all black men are dusty. I'm calling there's a birth of high value dusties. There's a birth and a resurgence of men who now are listening to this jibber jabber, thinking that all it takes is them having money. I'm not talking about all men. I'm not generalizing all men. I'm saying there is a birth of high value dusties who think that just because they've listened to a fucking video or two, that now all of a sudden all a bitch supposed to bow down to them just because they have money. And that's not how it works. That's not how it goes. You also, just like you want women to have more to the table, you have to also have more than just your money that you're bringing to the table. Like, that's just not the end all be all to a real female.
That's just like the equivalent of a woman who only leads with her looks and she has no personality. I mean, if you got all your money at the end of the day, what you got?
Yeah. Big Rush.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you much better.
Okay, yeah, I figured out what the issue was. Uh, I was saying, yeah, I mean, I like, some of the stuff that Kevin Samuels say. I don't think he's completely wrong about everything or completely right about everything, but the people that just go off of everything that he says as facts, then you setting yourself up for failure. Because, like I said, I mean, that worked for him. You know, that
That didn't even work for him.
yeah, that's his that's his confident play for him. But that ain't gonna work for the next man. Unless you think like him. Now, if you confident, you think the way he think, then women gonna love you just like he got women that love him. But when you phony and you trying to be Kevin Samuels and that's not who you really are, you ain't doing nothing but setting yourself up for failure. You
Right.
know, like I said, I mean, and even with Umar Johnson, I mean, I watched his Breakfast Club interview and I've paid attention to Umar for a long time. As far as his personal business with schools and everything, look, I mean, you can have your opinion about that, whether you agree with him or not on that. But as far as what he usually say, like especially in that Breakfast Club interview, because what he said in that interview is pretty much what he say all the time about you know black people and politics. And he was on, he was hitting facts with that. If you didn't like what he was saying in that interview, and you black, you need to check yourself because
Right.
he was dropping facts. So I ain't never seen Kevin Samuels Breakfast Club interview because I really don't watch the Breakfast Club. I only clicked on
Wait, he was
because
on
I saw
Breakfast Club?
Umar on there.
Yeah,
You
he was
know,
on Breakfast Club like last week.
yeah. See, I
Oh
don't really
wow.
pay
I didn't even
attention to
watch, I didn't even know that. How did that
yeah.
go?
It was a very good video.
You said Kevin Samuels or are you talking about Umar?
No, Umar.
No, I seen Umar. I thought you meant Kevin Samuel. I was like, he's on Breakfast Club?
Oh,
Yeah, see, I saw that. I saw Umar's Breakfast
Oh no,
Club
I saw his.
interview.
I usually try to check in on his stuff. Like I said, I 9 times out of 10 usually agree with his his stance on a lot of things. So I really do feel like I don't know, like I said about the school stuff, so I can't speak on that. But as far as like his with black
But
people, I definitely agree with.
Nick, what you said earlier though, you said something about how you got a lot of men out here that look for that look for father figures, you
mm-hmm.
know, and you got a lot of women out here that look for father figures too. That's why when somebody like Kevin Samuels come on the scene, he can make a lot of money because he gonna have a whole lot of people out here that's gonna go along with everything he's saying as facts,
And that's the sad
and that's
part.
how they get paid. I mean, but then the crazy part about it is, and I'm not saying that he got, you know, everybody got skeletons in their closet. So if something did come out, and women came up and said he did them wrong in the past, but damn, well, shit, that's life.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody get done wrong. So, but quit putting all y'all stock in these people as if they perfect human beings.
Right.
If you realize that they put their pants on the same way you put your pants on, you won't be so disappointed when you find out that they done got caught up in some BS. If you get caught up in BS, every day or once a year or however often you get caught up in BS, what makes you think they don't get caught up in the same kind of BS? But you feel so hurt because you put all your stock in everything that this person was saying as it was true, as if they living the way that they presented it to the world, and he could be. I'm not saying Kevin Samuel's not. I'm just saying I can appreciate some of the things he say, just like I can appreciate some of the things you say or anybody else say without running with it as gospel, you
Yeah.
know, and saying that everything is
At the end
facts
of
and
the
it's
day,
all
like you
true.
gotta be able to think for yourself and pick out what part applies to your life and what part doesn't work for your life, and what part maybe I could tweak this or tweak that. But to take somebody's word for 100% facts and gospel, when I see men say that everything he says is 100% truthful, I at that point think that you're just as delusional as the women that he tells are delusional. You're
Yep.
as a freaking bozo as them.
Yeah.
Like, you think that women need to be told and women need to be put in their place. Well, you're just as in that same space. If you think that everything that comes out of this man's mouth, every single thing's 100% facts. And the people who try to be like, well, point out where he's wrong, point out, like, he's not, some of that stuff is shock value, entertainment, because if and you, because you came on and you made a comment and you was like, you know, you can't apply what works for him for everybody. It's not even working for him. It didn't even work for him.
That's the fact. That's the 100% of fact. You can't even get it right for yourself. You trying to tell me how to get it right.
Like,
Yeah.
But you know what? Someone responded in the comments and they said that he only speaks to a particular group of women who don't want to work. That's a lie. Because remember the girl that he went off on, that he told her she was average at best. She owned her own business.
well, he
So
said,
how's that a particular group?
he said women who don't work and women who have careers and are lonely. So he said, and
And
women
are
who have
lonely.
great careers and are lonely.
But you know, that's the play right there. Think about it. Kevin Samuel, Steve Harvey, all these so-called relationship gurus. Maybe they are. But most of their fans are black women who don't really have confidence. That don't really have a, if you in a solid, strong relationship with a man, you ain't even paying attention to what Steve Harvey and Kevin Samuel is talking about, because
That's
you
the
already
fact.
got that strong relationship in your life. So what you need to be listening to what he talking about anyway. If you got a man and you calling in to Kevin Samuel, something wrong with your man. Something wrong with your man.
That's a fact. I'm glad you brought that up because I don't even like Steve Harvey either. I hate his advice that he be giving too.
You know, and I'm not saying that they don't give out good advice, because they probably do. But if you need another man's advice about your man, then you need a new man. You need a new man. Because if I gotta call in and talk to me about my wife or my woman.
I mean, but sometimes people need somebody to vent to.
Yeah, but
What you got friends for?
They need to hear themselves speak out loud to hear how they sound. Like, I had one girl come on my channel and she was speaking about her man, and out loud she was saying like, well, he's always in and out of jail, and he's only out of jail for 3 months at a time, and then he's in jail for a year. Like, some people need to hear themselves say it out loud to be like, that sounds kind of
You
silly.
just told her he must have a boyfriend in there. He always want to go back.
Know what? But when Nene just said is what she just said something. That's what you got friends for. Now I got 3 friends. Out of my 3 friends, only one of them is married. I ain't calling my other 2 friends about advice when it comes to marriage, because they ain't married.
Right.
I call if I gotta talk to a friend about something going on in my household, I'm gonna talk to my married friend because he can more so relate. What you talking to a single person about marriage issues?
We got good advice too.
You got good advice if I need to be single and I need to step out and I need to get back into the game to see what it's like out there. But you can't. A single person can't give a married person advice. It just don't work out.
Subscribers ask me for advice all the time.
Your subscribers ask you for advice because you attractive. If it's a man, and if it's a woman, she ain't got no man, or she ain't gonna have one long. If she asking you for advice. Now if you change your last name to another man's last name, then you can tell that married woman some advice from experience. But I ain't talking to the single person.
I got experience dealing with niggas. Probably more so than him.
And that might be true. I ain't saying you can't give out good advice. But what I'm saying is, I'm not even gonna look at you for advice if you ain't married.
No, I get that though. Like, you should go for somebody who living and walking the walk as you. But you can also get advice from other people. But you want to get a third and second, or first opinion and a second opinion from somebody who's actually married.
Yeah, and you gotta watch who you getting advice from, whether they married or single, because some people. So it's a lot of miserable people out here, and misery do love company. If you got that friend that's always telling you your man ain't shit, everything is he ain't shit. Something is wrong, because either he really ain't. If he really ain't shit, But if he really ain't shit, you already know he really ain't shit. So you don't need
Yeah,
no
I,
advice.
I, I gotta agree with you on this, Big Rush, because that is true. You know, I
You
don't
know,
know. I mean, that's
it,
true. You got that's true. I
it,
mean,
it,
but
it
does it
most of the
not come
time,
off that Kevin Samuel's a
most
bit
of the
kind of a
time, people
miserable
ask for
person?
advice just when they already know the answer. And
Right.
most of the time,
Yeah.
if you got to question something in your relationship and you need advice about something, you already know the answer. You just scared to either make a move or see the truth. That's all it is. You know, and I'm not talking like I'm a perfect one, because I'm far from it. You know, I'm flawed as hell. But the thing is, I don't really ask people for advice when it comes to my relationship, because
Are you married?
if I'm asking questions, I'm asking for a reason. I already know the answer.
Are you married?
You know, so
You
that's just
are
my
me.
2 cents. You know, that's my
Are you
two
married,
cents.
Big Rush?
Huh?
Are you married?
Am I married? Yes, I am married.
Okay.
You see, that's why I came in the room giving advice instead of asking. Because I don't need no advice on my wife. You know what I'm saying? I know her. I may not know everything she do. I can't tell you that she 100% faithful, because you don't know that you don't know what the next person's doing when they leave your sight. But all I know is she ain't done nothing to make me question if she was
How
faithful or
long
not.
have you been married?
Huh?
How long have you been married?
It'll be 7 years, August 30th.
Oh, congrats.
You know, and that 7 years, it's been some good, bad, and ugly moments. But
Mm.
in those good, bad, and ugly moments, I didn't leave out the house to ask nobody what should I do in these moments. Nah,
Mm.
if you can't talk to the person you with about the problem, why the hell you got to talk to somebody else about the problem? If you can't talk to that person to get understanding, you ain't with the right person.
So,
Yeah,
but
but
You
then
you
you
ain't with the
agree, then
right
there's a
person.
lot of beta males that do that, that seek out Kevin.
it is good to vent to talk to somebody else. So I do agree that I don't think that it's wrong to speak to other people either.
I don't think that it's wrong to vent to other people, but just because I vent to you don't mean I want your advice.
Yeah,
Maybe I
No,
just need
yeah,
to get
that's
something
true.
off my chest.
so what my mom does when people call her, she lets them know right off the bat. Do you want me to listen to you and be a listening ear, or do you want me to give you advice? And so I feel like people, if in those situations, you should let people know, like, listen, I just want you to be a listening ear, and let them know that that's what their role is in that moment, to be a listening ear.
Hey, I'm gonna let you ladies in on a secret. I'm gonna let you ladies in on a secret about men. Now, I'm not gonna say it's all men, but the men that I was raised up under, like my dad, my uncles, my boys, and I'm close with my brothers, I ain't not once ever had a conversation about my wife or their wives or their girlfriends with each other. Men don't talk about their relationships. Men don't talk.
Mm.
That's almost a silent code with men. We don't really talk about our relationships. You know, I don't know if it
So
could be a pride,
why
huh?
do all these men get off on these women getting tore down about relationships?
Well, you got a lot of look. You got a lot of angry men out here, because 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Men that's angry with women are only angry with them because it's a woman that they can't get. You
That's
know,
what. Yes, that's what I was just talking
that's
about
just
this
what
a
it
little
is.
while ago.
Here's the deal. There's a league for everybody. I ain't the most handsome man in the world, but I'm a confident man. So my wife is gorgeous. She way out of my league in the looks department. People look at us like, how the hell he wind up with her? You know, and I'm fine with that. But what I'm saying is, if you know you ain't the best looking man, you gotta bring a whole lot of other shit to the table. You know,
Yeah,
you're
but I
gonna have
mean, but why get mad at the female on that? And even with that being
well,
said, you got to bring
but
a whole bunch of
that's an
stuff
ego thing.
for the
That you
right
got
girl. Some girls don't even care about that. Like I know for me personally, I'm not. That's not a big deal for me. Like I'm
but
not
that's
into like that whole hypergamy and all that. it's about how you treat me. That's my biggest thing. It's like if you're gonna treat me right, like I said, if you're gonna treat me right, then you're gonna be my peace. That's my biggest thing. Because I want to be your peace. I want you to be my peace.
But that's an ego thing with a lot of men. It's probably some men, and I can't see the chat right now. It's gonna be some men that hate what I'm saying. But the truth is the truth. The only time a man, in most cases, get mad at a woman, his pride is hurt because she been shot him down, and he ain't never had a man really, you know, teach him the game about life. Because my daddy from a young age, when I was in elementary, he was always saying the worst thing a woman can say to you is no. So what you scared of? It's
Yeah,
that
but I
simple.
mean, even if you don't even shoot them down bad, like it's like I said, there's a whole that whole thing of red pills, or they're just mad in general. Like from the things I've watched a lot of red pill type of like stuff just because I want to know what their mindset are. You don't even a lot of them don't even approach the girl at all. You already assume she's gonna say no, so therefore you want to break her down. She's a thought. She's for the street. She's this and that and that. You don't even know her. You don't even know nothing about her.
Well, but that also goes back to ego and confidence. If you're not a confident man, most of the time all you probably gonna do is sit across the room and stare at that fine ass woman. You ain't gonna have nothing to say to her because you don't know how to approach it. Ain't nobody. It's a lot of men out here that has never been set down by a man and really told how to treat a woman, how to talk to a woman, all that kind of stuff. And I ain't sitting here acting like if my wife was on this line with me, she'd tell you I'm a handful to deal with on a regular basis. I ain't abusive. I ain't verbally or physically abusive, but I'm moody. I like being.
Nene talks, and then the feedback comes from Big Rush. I don't know how it's working out, but when Nene talks, there's an echo that ricochets off of Big Rush. I don't know why, but they want to know what you do for a living, Big Rush.
I'm a truck driver. I work I'm a self-employed truck driver. Been doing it for 10 years. So and that also that I mean shit, that I ain't like that didn't play a part with my wife getting with me because I brought a lot to the table. When I met her, I ain't have no kids.
Provide for both families, huh?
Yeah, my wife was a nurse. She worked, but she knows she don't have to work. The whole time she was in nursing school, she ain't worked not one day. You see what I'm saying? So it wasn't we've never been in a 50-50 relationship. It was always me.
I said you was able to provide for both families, huh?
Yeah, well, I don't know about two families, but the one family in my household, I was always able to provide for them. My wife and kids has always been good. Even if I wasn't good, they was good. My wife, right to this day, if she was sitting right now, she couldn't tell you how much one bill in this house costs because she don't know, because she don't pay none of them. So
they all chilling. So you ain't got no complaints because you know how to distribute the wealth around.
Yeah, no, I don't complain about it. I look, I'm a prideful man myself. If I can't pay these bills around here, if I gotta go to her to help me pay a bill, I got a problem. Because I ain't saying that every household should be like my household either. Some people work it out differently, but I take care of the bills. She take care of the savings account, and I add to the savings account what I got left after I pay these bills. But she don't know nothing about these bills. She don't know how.
So what do you think about the young men who actually want girls to do that? Because there's a lot of young guys that are be like, why can't she take care of me?
What do you think about the men who think that you're a beta male for providing for your house?
Yeah, a lot of them want to say that's simping.
Honestly, look, I'm 35, but I ain't a young 35. I just started hearing about a beta male probably about a month ago, and I'm still not 100% what the hell that is. All I know is that I'm a man that take care of my household. I get on my wife's nerves most of the time when I'm at home, but she know I love her. She know that I'm gonna always make sure she good. She know me and her kids that we have together, they always gonna be good. And that's all. That's how it worked for me. All this beta male mess, whatever that is, or I need a woman to take care of me and all that kind of stuff. Nah, I've never wanted a woman to take care of me simply because I've always wanted to have my own. If I tell my wife all the time, I love you and I want you, but I don't need you. And she know that. If she left me today, I'd be cool because I don't depend on her. I depend on her for love and support. I don't depend on her financially. I can move on today.
Yeah, but
And,
it's
and,
more
and,
to
and
relationship than finances, and you still gonna cry in the car if she out sucking another nigga dick.
oh yeah, we cry privately, but
Yeah.
my pride ain't gonna let her see it. My pride ain't gonna let you or nobody else see it. I'm gonna move on whether I want to or not. You know, if I have to move on, I have to move on. But all that, like I said, all that beta male of needing a woman to take care of me stuff. No, I ain't never wanted a woman to be able to tell me what I can and can't do. But when somebody take care, it's not even gonna say somebody. When a woman take care of a man, it's totally different from a man taking care of a woman. You have, women, women that take care of men love power. So they gonna have some
And
suggestions
vice
for you,
versa.
huh?
And vice versa.
Yeah, but look, but you see more men that take care of women that don't
They
need
like
to
the power
that
and
don't need to dominate that woman
But
because
do
you
you look
take
down
care of
on
her.
it? Do you think if a man is actually being like
but that's
taken
the
care of
main
by a
thing
woman,
that
do you
you
look down on
said.
it?
Like he's like, I don't need her for money. I could just move on with the whoop. So that's like a power thing. Like there's power in that. Like there's power in knowing that, you know what I'm saying, she depends on you to a degree.
No, she don't depend on me either now, because she's a registered nurse. I'm not saying that if I moved on, she would fall apart. If I left, she'd be good too. She don't make as much
Oh, okay.
money as me, but she's RN. RNs make great money, so it's not
I get
like
what you're trying to say, Big Rush. I think you're doing the admirable man thing.
yeah, it ain't cause me saying that. Like I said earlier, I love and want her, but I don't need her.
Mhm.
She has to love and want me because she make enough money to where she don't need me either. So I'm doing something right because she's still here, you know. But I'll never force a woman to stay with me. The second you get sick of me and you don't want to be with me no more, feel free to move on. I don't never want you to feel hostage with me. I don't
Yeah.
ever want you to feel like a hostage, like you need to be here for something. She know that she can go buy her own house tomorrow and be fine. You know, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, me and her, we're in love with each other. Neither one of us plan on going anywhere. We done had our good, bad, and ugly, and it fell apart and came back together, kind of shit. We done did that. We did that already. But that's another thing too. Like I told her in that situation, I'm gonna tell y'all women this too. One thing Steve Harvey did say that was true when he said a man is never off. So when you say I need to take a break, men don't take breaks. Men don't take breaks. You might take a break and be by yourself to get yourself together. A man got somebody.
He's
He
still
got
gonna
somebody he
be
gonna move
somebody.
on to. You see what I'm saying?
Who's that
So
question for? Is it okay to tell a woman that a man is out of their league?
That question, I think, is for Big Rush. So Thomas B had posed the question. He said he thinks that the reason why women are having an issue is because they don't want a man to tell them that a man is out of their league. And so then he asks a second question: is it okay to tell a woman that a man is out of their league?
I was
see,
about to say, I personally, if it was, I wanted to answer that too. I think it's okay because I think sometimes some women have unrealistic standards.
well, I say this from a man's point of view. Most men, and I'm talking about most men that I know. Most men that I know don't get with a woman for what she has. You see what I'm saying? A woman, I got a boy when he married his wife, she didn't even have a job. You know,
But were
we
they
we, we
talking about, was that comment talking about looks though? Or were they just talking
well,
about in life in general?
well,
No,
see,
Like
just
but see,
like
that's
status?
what I'm saying. A woman's standards and a man's standards, most of the time, is totally different. Men are visual, so most of the time, when we looking at a woman, we see her. We see her first. We see her physical features first, you know. And as long as she ain't got a bunch of drama that's messed in her life with. I'm talking about bunch of bunch of different baby fathers, or just I mean, she a clean if she a clean woman that's something that handles her business, and she find a man to take her. But see, a woman might look at it a little different. Yeah, it's not too many situations where a man to tell a woman that he out of her league. You see what I'm saying?
You talking about status?
Well, I ain't even talking about that because a lot of times men don't get with women for what she has. You
Right,
know,
and that's what I was about to say too. Like a lot of times that don't really matter to a lot of you guys, right?
yeah. See, a woman might look at a man and whether he fine or not, he got to be in a certain tax bracket. He got to have a car, he got to have a house, this, that, and the other,
Not all the
which is
time.
fine. But
Not all the
fine,
time.
which is fine
You'd be
because
surprised how many women that's not a big issue.
yeah, but I think it should be because I tell my sisters all the time, I don't care how that nigga look. If he ain't got no money, if he ain't got no house or a car, what you dealing with him for? And if once you hit 30, you got to stop looking at projects. And I ain't talking about projects as far as living. I'm talking about
But
building
no,
the
I
man.
get what
You
you mean.
gotta,
Like as men, like you trying to fix, like women, we try to fix them up.
yeah. You 30 trying to fix a man up who's 35. Like
Right,
I
and
know it,
Connor said basically his point was that's what Kevin Samuels does. He basically, and that is what he does. He basically tries to tell women that men are out of their league. Like he tells the woman, "Oh, you 5'8", 220. You a linebacker." That's what he's telling women that
I did see when he did that to that woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, and he also kind of like if you have kids, he kind of devalues that. Like you're not even valuable anymore.
Well, I'll say this: take away the looks. I ain't saying I ain't saying I ain't talking about ugly. I'm just talking about now. My thing is this: I'll never get with a woman that has more than two baby daddies. And that you can slip up have two kids by two different men.
Is it you
But
don't
once you
want
hit
baby
that,
daddy drama? Or
once
like what's the reason?
well, the read because it's
I mean,
unnecessary drama.
it's three
Most of the
baby
time,
daddies. That is kind of like
I mean, because you know what, I'm in the kind of the same boat right now. That's funny. That's how I asked that because I've been dealing with someone who's kind of like that, and I'm just like, but go ahead. We'll get to that
well,
later. Go
that's
ahead.
like
all I'm
what?
saying is
That's like
when I
what?
when you get past that
I
two,
mean, I
when you
don't
get
want him
past
for
that
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 because
that
like I already know like for me it's already like once I found out you have two kids, two different baby moms, I was already like, nah,
but see, I think
we
that's a
can do
double
other things,
standard
but we
though.
can't date.
I think that's a double standard though. I do,
Why?
because here's the deal. Because if you a man that's standing on your square, and if you can have three different baby mamas,
But
Mm-hmm.
don't you
as
feel like
long
that's
as you
reckless in a way? I feel like that's reckless, personally.
well, he could have been reckless at one point. I agree with you. He could have been reckless at one point, but if he a man that's standing on his square, he got that situation under control to where you
Yeah, but
coming
that
into the
also means you
situation.
have no like, no, you really don't have control. You have no discipline. You're just putting your seed anywhere you can.
No, but
Like
see,
Papa was really a rolling stone.
you could have had three kids at 18, 19, and 20, and now you 25 and you standing on your square. Or now you 30 and you standing on your square with three kids and three different baby mamas. And you standing on your square handling that situation to where I've now met this new woman. She don't have to deal with that baby mama drama kind of mess because I got this situation under control. That it's men
I
out
don't
here like
know.
that. It's
I
men
don't
out
know
here
about
like that.
that.
But you don't run.
We have to agree to disagree because I don't see it that way at all.
Well, but here's the difference though. You don't run into too many women that have more than two, three baby daddies and all that kind of stuff, and she got that situation under control. Because men are dominant creatures. We dominant
Yeah, but
creatures.
how
So
can you say they have it under control if they have baby mama drama?
no, I'm saying no. I didn't say this man had baby mama drama. I said
I'm saying,
that
what
he
if they
got
do? What if they have a baby mama drama? They have a baby
That
mama.
the men have it figured out and the women don't have it figured out.
if a man if a
Yeah,
man has baby mama drama, that's because he either is still messing with that woman or she has no
that's
respect
what
for
I'm
that.
getting at.
Or
That's
she,
why I
but
said,
that's
for
not.
me personally, I couldn't date a man who has. I mean, I know a lot of people might flip trigger. I don't want to date a man who has any kids at all because I don't have any. But if you have more than one, I definitely don't.
Well, that's good, but it ain't no wrong with having that preference for yourself. And don't let nobody tell you wrong for that. You
And
know, if that's
especially if
your
your child's under one, absolutely not.
well, if that's your preference, that's your preference. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong to have that preference. What I'm saying is that I know I know men out here that have, you know, multiple baby mothers.
When
And
you say multiple, how many are we talking about?
well, let's just say I got
Wrong
okay,
one.
I got an associate. He got
The
four
wrong
different baby
account.
mothers. He has four different baby mothers and five kids. But
Are
he
you
got
coming on to troll dude beard?
huh?
No,
No,
I'm not coming on the troll.
what's up?
I you all were talking about Kevin Samuels and Umar Johnson, and I just wanted to point out. Everybody keeps saying that everything that Kevin Samuel says isn't true. He's wrong about some things, but I asked you all to point out how Kevin Samuels was wrong, and
What
you
what
really did.
well
By the
I
way,
said
I was Noble Center in the chat. I got two accounts. You really didn't point out how Kevin Samuels was wrong. You said that if if a high value man cheats, which Kevin Samuel says it isn't cheating, it's a man exercising his options, that he can't get away with it. But Trump has cheated, he got away with it. Bill Clinton cheated, he got away with it. Snoop Dogg cheated, he got
So
away
you're
with it.
saying money means you can do whatever you want? Is that
I'm
what
not.
you're equating?
I'm saying. Well, I'm saying that a man who cheats is more likely to get away with it if he has a lot of money, more than a guy who cheats if he's broke. Broke guys cheat, and they get away with cheating sometimes. But let's be honest and let's be real. Who's more likely to get away with cheating? A broke guy or a guy who got money?
But shouldn't the problem you shouldn't get away with it in general? Like I don't get what we're trying to do here.
well, I'm gonna
See,
say this.
you
I'm gonna say this as far as you saying Kevin Samuels is, everybody we were out that we were saying Kevin Samuels is wrong about everything. I never said that. I said Kevin Samuels, you can be right about some things and still wrong about other things. Ain't no person walking this earth right about everything they say. So this first time I've ever talked to any of you, and I know ain't none of y'all right about everything because we
Yeah,
human
but it sounds
beings.
like you guys are trying to absolve like the cheating thing, like because he's a high value man, it's more of like it's more understandable. Like, okay, well, since he's high value and he's got money, if he slips up every now and then that's okay. He's high
Man,
value.
it ain't a
listen,
cheating
listen, listen.
ain't got nothing to do with your tax bracket. It's all about who you with and how tight your game is.
But
That's what
I
that.
agree, but that's what dude Beard is kind of trying to say though.
Well, yeah,
Listen,
that's what he's saying, and that's what I disagree with.
Yeah,
Cheating
that's
ain't
what
got
I'm
a
saying.
tax
That's why I'm
bracket on
asking
it.
dude Beard. So what,
can can I
clarify
can
dude
I
Beard. What are you trying to
can I
say?
respond, please?
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that cheating is something wrong or cheating is something wrong. If you lie to somebody, if y'all have an agreement on how y'all relationship is gonna be, and y'all agree to that, and then the man steps out and cheat, yes, that's wrong. But let's be honest, a man with means can have a relationship with a woman, and that woman understands that because he has means, he has all these other options. He can easily he's more likely to easily replace her than a guy who doesn't have means, who doesn't have all the options. Well, then that woman is more likely to say, well, he's paying all my bills. He's
Okay,
paying.
But see, that's you're playing
Listen to me.
materialism like it's
Listen
the
to me.
same. Like that's all that's there. Like we're willing to overlook it because he provides and he has material, and that's just simply not true.
I'm not saying you. I'm not
No,
saying
I'm
you in
not even just
particular.
saying me, just women in general.
That, ma'am, there are some women. There are women out
you
there.
saying the truth about that part, but that's
There
not the
is
point that
some,
I
but
made. That's not the point that I made. If he listened to what I said that a person who works as a plumber can cheat. A person who works at the gas station can cheat. A person who has options, yes, you will have more people interested in you. Just because you have money is not a free pass to be disloyal.
Right.
I did not say that a woman who is with a rich man will not accept a little bit more. That's not what I said. I said his rhetoric that a woman should just accept it is wrong. To preach that a woman should just be okay with being cheated on, just be okay with a person being disloyal with them is not okay. That is not something that they should just be okay with. Now, does it happen? Yes. Do men cheat? Yes. Do broke men cheat? Yes. That's not what I said. My point was he is wrong in preaching to women that they should just be okay with being cheated on. That's not okay to me.
Well,
yes,
that's
options. That doesn't mean you have to exercise your options. If you're a man, you need to learn dick control. It is not okay for me to be okay. I'm supposed to, because you got money, I'm supposed to subject my pH balance to be off just because you got money. Because you got money, I'm just supposed to be okay with you fucking
pH balance.
And
no,
okay.
pass for you to be disloyal. So what I said was, yes, a man can have options, but that does not mean that you have to exercise them. And it is not right to preach to women that they should just accept that. Are there some dummies? Yes. Are there some women who stick around for the money? Yes. But to preach that women should just accept it is wrong. That's wrong.
And
That
you
just
also
means
got to,
it's a
you
lack
also
of
have to
discipline,
remember this
I would
too.
like to
And you
respond
also
to that.
have to remember this too. I don't care who you talking about in the world. Every cheater is insecure. Every cheater is insecure. It ain't a cheater out here that ain't insecure. So all those billionaires and millionaires you named that cheated, their wife didn't stay because they was just so in love with this man. He do, he laying it down, he doing all this extra stuff. They stayed for the money. So it's not like she got that respect for him that she ain't got that respect for him because he can't, because she didn't leave. No,
Okay.
she's staying in that comfort zone. What I'm saying is this: if you a real player about yours, you ain't gotta cheat. You can tell your woman, hey, I got this other female on the side, and I'm dealing with her. You now if she stay after that, and you done told her that this is what it is. Hey, now you got you something right there because she know what it is and she still ride with you. But if you out here cheating and creeping, you ain't doing nothing special. You have options. You have options to go out here and be insecure with. But a secure man, if he's stepping out here and he got a side thing, then this woman should know about that side thing. If he's secure, stand on your square and tell her what it is. But if you out here creeping, you insecure. You insecure, and it's something. And 9 times out of 10, it's something about yourself. It ain't really about her, because it's a lot of men and women out here cheating that's got somebody at
like
home that's
to
doing everything
respond
for them.
now. Can
Huh?
I
Let
respond?
him respond. Go ahead and respond.
I would like to respond first. Well, you were talking about saying that it's wrong for that, and I agree. It is wrong for two people if they agree to a relationship and they agree to and I said this already. They agree to a monogamous relationship. It is wrong for one person to go out and cheat on the other person. But that's a moral thing. That's a moral standpoint. My point was, if you got more money, it's more likely you can cheat because you got more options. That was my thing. And that's what Kevin is saying. Of the more money a man has, the more options he has. Can we all agree to that?
But just because you have more options does not mean that you have to
Yeah.
exercise those
This.
They
options.
don't give you
You
the
keep
right.
saying this. You keep saying, I agree with you. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not necessarily saying it's wrong. But there's some men who don't have money who are in polygamous relationships. Are they wrong for having polygamous relationships?
No, they're honest with both
No,
people.
I mean, because everybody's in agreement,
That's
but you're
what
saying that it should
that's
be
what I
like understandable because he has more options. But it's like, no, that just shows a lack of discipline and self control.
Yeah,
I'm
I gotta
saying
agree with the
I'm
women on this one.
I'm saying I'm saying that he's more likely to get away with it if he does have more money. Is
But
that untrue?
No,
Can
but
can
that's what
we
I'm saying.
just
Like, no,
can
you're
we
not likely
agree
to get
on
away
this?
with it.
But the
Is that
thing
untrue?
but the
Let
thing
me
that
ask
I'm
y'all. Let
telling
me
you
ask y'all the women. Let me ask y'all this. Okay, if a guy, if you with a guy, he making millions of dollars a year. You know he got all these other women who want him. You know he can get with all these other women. You know he could easily replace you. Or you more likely to stay with him if he think about it. He's paying all your bills. He's
But
paying for
again,
every
that's
listen,
materialism. Money's not
let me
everything.
finish, please. Let me finish. He's paying all your bills. He's taking care of everything. You're living a life that most women don't get to live. Most women don't get to live the life that you're living. This man goes out and cheats, and he gets with another woman. Are you telling me you're gonna give all that up, all that security up, just because this man went out and he had a little fun with somebody else?
there's plenty of women who have. You seen
Yeah,
Miss Jackson was with Floyd Mayweather and he was doing her wrong. She left him. There's plenty of examples of women
yeah. I was about to say yes.
who have
I asked what y'all
and
doing.
they leave.
Would
Now,
I?
What,
Yes, I
are
would leave.
there
Yes,
women?
I'm gonna leave you. That's
Are
my personal answer. Yes, I would leave
okay,
are
you
there
because
are
it's not worth my happiness and
there
peace.
okay.
valid? Yes. Are there women who won't go for it? Yes. But what I'm saying is that is not to be taught like it's okay. I'm not going to teach my daughter that she should just have low self-esteem, no self-worth, no self-value.
Right,
And just because a man has money, she should just accept him being disloyal. No, I'm going to teach my daughter, like I teach other people, that you, first of all, if you're dealing with a man who got all of this money and got all of these things going on for himself and he's taking care of you, you're a dummy if you don't get your own business, you don't funnel your own money,
right,
you don't make sure you're straight at the end of the day, and you don't create an exit plan for yourself. So to think that you're supposed to just be somebody punching bag because they got money, that's false. Women need to have higher self-esteem. And I'm not saying it's easy because it's people who are broke who are not mentally strong enough to leave their man because they love them and they built so much with them, or they had
for
so
the sake of just having a man.
it or whatever. But what I'm saying is that is not a free pass. You're like people keep arguing against it like it's just okay. Like, oh, I got a money, or if a man got money, it's just okay that he can do that. No,
I mean,
do it. Yes. Are people keep caught up in those situations? Yes, but that's not okay to do that.
Right.
hey, brother, let me ask you one question before I get up out of here.
Okay.
Do you have a daughter?
No, I don't. I don't have any kids.
Okay, well let's say you had a daughter. I don't have any daughters either. But let's
All
say
right.
you had a daughter. Would you tell her to listen to Kevin Samuels when he says that men should have passes to cheat when they have options? If your daughter came to you and said my husband is cheating on me or my boyfriend is cheating on me with all these different women, would you tell your daughter to stay with him because he's a millionaire?
I would tell my daughter if that man's providing for her, if he's taking care of her, if he isn't disrespecting her by being with somebody out in the open in her face,
But if she know he's
But that's
cheating,
but
if
this is
she
if
stupid.
she
decides to
know he's
stay
cheating,
with
it's
him,
in the open.
if it was in the open,
If she cheating, if she know he's
Right.
cheating, it's in the open to her already. If she know it, because if it ain't, if it's not in the open, then she don't know about
It should not be
okay.
open in
Well,
her
if it's a,
business,
listen to me,
y'all. What
listen
about
to
her
me,
Gucci?
listen to me. If it's out in the open, then that's an irresponsible man.
it.
And
Whether
I
it's
would
out in the
tell her
open,
But
not to
if
be
she
whether
with,
it's
finds
out in the
out,
open or not,
and I would
whether it's
tell her
out in the
not to
open or
be with
not, would you tell her to stay?
who's irresponsible. But if this
Whether
man is smart enough to let her know that, look, I like to have a little fun on the side. I'm taking care of you. I'm handling everything as a man
But
that I'm
that's an
supposed to.
agreement that's been made.
that's not a cheater
Listen
though.
to me.
That ain't a
Listen
cheater.
to me. I'm handling everything as a man. I'm taking care of house and home.
But that's not a
I
cheater.
go out
If you
and
telling
have
her
some
all that,
fun on
that's
the
not a
side,
cheater.
but I come back to you, and most of my resources are allocated to us in this relationship. But I go have a little fun on the side with some other chicks. I would tell my daughter, then if you fine with that, Stay with that man.
But see, you ain't.
That ain't
But
my
see,
that.
you watered your answer down. That first of
Okay.
all, if he told her that up front, that ain't a cheater. That's an honest man. What I'm saying is, your daughter is getting cheated on by this man, whether it's one woman or 10 women. He a millionaire. He taking care of everything. You mean to tell me that you would tell your daughter to stay with this nigga? Now, this your daughter. This
You
ain't no
said it was
random
out in the
woman
open,
on the
right?
street. But see, quit putting
And
stipulations on
and
it.
and just because
Wait,
the
you
woman
said
is
wait,
being
big,
taken care of,
big. You
don't mean
said it
that
was
you
out in the
don't have
open, right?
feelings. You gotta also take into account that this woman is still gonna be hurt by that. She's still gonna be crying to her daddy about that. Like, she still has feelings. Like, just because you're getting taken care of, don't mean that you no longer have feelings.
Brother,
I think
I
you're
think
putting a
it's
lot of
easy.
value on money and being like financially
That's
secure
but
and
this
like
is
taken
what
care of, and
Kevin
not.
talks about: making decisions based on your emotions. That's why we
Brother,
got all
all I'm
these.
saying is this,
Listen to me.
brother.
Listen. Can I speak, please? That's
I'm,
why
I'm
we
gonna
got.
say this and
That's
I'm gonna
why
say
we
this and I'm gonna
listen.
step out. I'm gonna
Okay,
say
go
this and I'm
ahead.
gonna
Oh,
Go
step
ahead.
stay,
out,
Go
brother.
ahead.
stay, Big
Go
Rush.
ahead.
Let him respond. Let him respond. But stay, Big Rush.
What I was saying is, the reason why the black community is so messed up like it is now is because people do things based on emotions instead of based on practicality. How is this decision gonna be beneficial to me in the long run? Fuck my emotion. Let me not curse because I know YouTube is kind of, but screw my emotions. Is this decision I'm making going to be beneficial to me and whatever future kids I have in the long run? Black people don't make decisions like
Are you
that,
black?
and that's yes, I'm black. You didn't think I was black?
Hell yeah, he
I'm
black. I
black.
can hear that in his voice. That nigga black.
I'm black.
Yeah, I ain't have to question that. I know this nigga black now.
I'm black. Yeah. What I'm saying is, we make decisions based on
So is it
emotions
okay for your
instead
woman
of,
to cheat?
huh?
You heard me. If you can
No,
hear, is
no,
it okay for your
no,
woman to cheat?
no, not if I'm taking care of house and home
Yeah, but
and
see, no, that's a
I'm
double
providing
standard. No, now
everything.
you're being a
No, it's
hypocrite
not okay. How am I being a hypocrite? Is it am I?
because
Are women hypocrite when they say that a man is supposed to protect and provide and they don't necessarily
yeah,
have to
but
do that
protecting
themselves?
provider doesn't
Are
mean to
women
cheat.
hypocrites
But
when
hold on,
women
hold on. Let
say,
me respond to
"Oh,
that.
go
Is
ahead, go
that really
ahead"?
protecting providing if you're not protecting and providing for my heart? You're cheating on me. Is that protecting my heart?
Now
Those are
I
your
gotta agree with
emotions.
my brother on this one
Those are
though.
your emotions. I'm talking about protecting and providing for you
Big Rush.
physically.
So you think it's okay for the man to cheat?
No,
But
no, 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 no. That's not what I said.
But that's
But
part of protection too, though, Big Rush. You're
hold on.
protecting my heart. You love
Well,
me enough to protect my heart to not
I'm
to not do me
gonna tell
wrong.
you where I do agree with him on one thing. Now, I've told my wife this. Now, not that I plan on cheating or anything. See, I can't control if you forgive me or not. But if I cheated and my wife forgave,
here come the bullshit.
if I cheated and my wife forgave me, I'm happy about that. But if she cheated, I ain't forgiving that.
See, but
I
that's
don't
a
care if
double
she did
standard. That's why I
forgive
say
me.
you guys are hypocrites. This is what I don't understand about
Hey,
men.
look,
If it's
I
not
can't
okay
control
for me
how
to
you
do it,
Can
why
react,
I
is it
but I
okay
can
for
explain
you?
control how I
why I
react.
say a man can cheat? Not even a man can cheat, but a man can exercise his options, and if a woman step out, it's cheating. Let me explain.
Okay.
Because the man is taking care of house and home. He's protecting. He's providing. He has traded his resources for this woman's fidelity. If you going out and you cheating and you sleeping with other men, why am I giving you my resources when you going out and you giving your womb to other men? Why would you get my resources? I'm not getting your resources. I'm taking care of you. I'm providing for you and our kids.
When the last
Can I
Why?
time
ask you a
you
question,
provided
dude
for a
beard?
woman? When's the last
Can
time
I
you
ask you a
provided?
question, dude beard?
Wait, Nene. When was the
Go
last
ahead.
time you provided for a woman?
Why is
That was
that
kind of my
important to the
question.
conversation?
What?
Why is that necessarily important to the
It's very
conversation?
It
important.
makes sense. That
Why?
Yeah,
actually was my
Tell
it
question
me
is
then.
why.
important now. It is
When,
important to the
when was the
Tell
It's
me
last
conversation.
very
why.
time?
important.
When was the last time you provided for a woman? It's very important.
I'm asking you why that's important.
Because
Because
Why is it important
assessment
for
on
you to
matter.
know if I provided for a woman or not?
you
Because
have a
that's
lot of rhetoric, but I mean, is this like personal experience? Because I mean, that was my
Yeah, that's
question.
yeah,
You take a lot of the
yeah.
advice, but are you that high value men? Do you provide for
I never
your
said
significant
I
other?
was a high value man. What I'm saying is I understand where Kevin is coming from when he says that a man can exercise his options and a woman cannot cheat. Logically,
okay,
it
but
makes, listen to
logically
me.
in 2020, no, I just listened to you. In
Okay, go ahead.
2021, how many men are 100% providers of their household? And
Not many.
Well, listen to me.
men
Well, listen to me.
provider
If
of
the man,
their
listen
household.
to me. If the man ain't providing and he ain't protecting, then this don't apply to him. This doesn't apply to him. What I'm talking about is who it
Okay,
applies
I'm
to.
talking
If
about
you with a
when
man
was
and
the
he
last
ain't
time?
providing
When was
and
the
he ain't
last time?
protecting,
When was the last
then
time
it's
you provided for a woman?
why does it matter?
It
Of what?
matters. When was the
Because
last
you
Why?
time you provided for
okay.
I'm asking you why.
I mean, but you're saying all this, but
a woman?
is it personal experience?
Yeah,
You're
that's
saying all
yeah.
this, but
Is it
Why
are
does it
personal?
matter
you
if it's
that person?
personal experience?
Well, well, the
Can
reason.
you debate the point and tell me what I'm saying
Can
is
you
wrong?
first
It
tell me
shouldn't
when's the
matter.
last time you provided for a woman? Why is that
It
so
should
hard?
Yeah, it's a very dodgy
that should
question.
not matter. What I'm asking you is,
Okay.
what I'm asking you is what I'm saying. How what I'm saying is wrong.
Yes,
If
it's
a man,
wrong. It's 1000% wrong.
tell me how it's wrong.
Everything you've been saying is wrong. What do you mean?
Tell me how it's wrong then.
Well, I'm not gonna. I'm
It's
not
wrong.
gonna
You
say.
know what?
Give
I'm
me
not
Hold on.
gonna
Let
say.
me tell him. What is
Don't tell
wrong
me
is
it's
that
wrong because it's wrong because you hurting her heart or some crap like
no,
that.
like it's
Tell me
wrong
why
because
it's
I think that
actually
you have a
wrong.
very misconstrued perception and idea
Oh
of
my
what
God.
love and what I guess value is. Like you're equating it all to like materialism and money and all that. And
And
that's
you know
not what
what?
it is.
And you know
You're
what,
giving
Kevin?
passes because of
You
a
know
man
what
has the
Kevin would
money.
say when you said
No,
when you mentioned
we're
love,
talking to
F
you right
love. It ain't about love. It's about duty. That's what Kevin would. That's what
But that's
Kevin would
not your
say.
duty.
But
So you're
here's
saying a man's duty is just solely money.
a man's duty. Let's cut the shit. Excuse my
All right.
language. What people are
No,
here
let's
for.
get into it.
What people are here for. What humans primarily exist for. What every creature primarily exists for is to pass on your genes. And
Yes.
for humans, you want to do that in the best environment possible so those genes can live on and your offspring can grow up, they can go on and they can have a happy life. Most of the time, people mess up because they don't consider the fact that if you make love the primary reason that you're doing something, you're bound to make mistakes.
Now I agree to you to a little bit on that because love is actually a fairly new concept. Marriage,
Yes, it is.
historically hasn't been for that. It's been about, monetary thing and status.
Exactly.
But I said I would agree to that to a fault. But this isn't not like the 19th century. We
Y'all keep
obviously like
saying
at
that.
this point
Y'all
women
keep
can
saying
provide
it
like
ain't like
we're
the
bosses.
19th
Can I say
century.
Look at
something
It
real
ain't
we
quick?
like
have
the
our own business.
1950s.
Look at this.
It ain't like before.
relationship
But
was
I
and
will.
when his last relationship
Can I
was and
say
when he
this? Can
provided
I
for a
say
woman.
this?
Because a lot of people go to bat for Kevin Samuel's ideology, but none of these niggas live that shit themselves.
Yeah,
That's what I was
That's a
about to
fact.
say. Hold on.
that's where I disagree with it because like when they was
Exactly.
asking you earlier if you know have you ever provided for a woman like that? See, for you to cake for Kevin Samuel so hard, you have to be experiencing something that he talking about. That's why I said I agree with some of the stuff he say because I can relate to some of the stuff that he say. But I only agree with the stuff that apply to me. The rest of the stuff, if it don't apply, I let it fly. Some of the stuff sounds slick. Maybe I agree or I disagree. That don't matter. But for you to cape so
Because if you
hard
ain't
for
practicing it,
everything
you can't
Kevin
preach it.
Samuel say, you have to have led that kind of life
You
at
don't
some
have to
point in
have
your life.
experienced the correct to know what a correct is, do you?
No,
You
no,
don't
I'm
have to
just
have
saying.
experience
Oh
being
my
in
God.
a cloud to know what a
You
cloud
would know
is, do
you
you?
know what it
It
feels
makes
like.
her
You would know what
it
it
makes
feels
her
like
opinion
if
more
you're in a
valid.
car
I
wreck.
don't know what a correct feels. I don't know what a car wreck feels like because I've never been in a car wreck.
But JC just
So
said it.
you've
It
never been
makes
in a
your
situation
opinion
where
I
you
know
more
what a
provided
car
for
valid
a
wreck
because you gotta
woman.
is,
live
but
it.
I know what a car wreck is, even though I haven't been in
Duty,
one. That's
Duty
my
Beer, Duty
point.
You
Beer.
have to
You can know a
go
lot,
through.
but experiencing that is different. Knowing and experience is
Right.
two
Exactly.
Knowing
completely
it
different
and
things.
experiences are two different things.
Exactly.
The problem with you
So come
niggas who
on.
only watch Kevin Samuels and only go off what he said instead of going to other creators, because a lot of regular creators agree with Kevin Samuels, but they don't go with all that other shit he be doing. A lot of this is Kevin Samuels like to put 1950 logic in 2021. Most niggas
Yeah.
are not providing on their own. And that's not a shot
Exactly.
to men. That's just the world we live in. I'm 27. I
Let
live in
me
New
say,
Jersey.
let me
I
say
can't
this,
move out
y'all.
yet because it's so damn expensive.
Can I
But that's
please say
not.
this? Can I
Hold on,
please
hold on.
make this point?
You've been
I
saying
just
a
want to
lot of
make this
nothing,
one
bro.
point. I just
Yo,
want to
bro.
make this one
Me and
point.
him are just now in the chat, so let us say our words.
I will let y'all speak, but I just
You
want to
was
make this
all right.
one
Go ahead, bro.
point,
Go
and I
ahead. Go
will
ahead.
Hi,
shut
Lady
the
Chief.
F up. Okay, y'all keep saying
Hey,
that this ain't the 1950s, this ain't the 18th century, this ain't the past. But guess what? In the 1950s, in the 1950s, in the early 20th century, Black people were the most married and the most intact, going by the standards that Kevin Samuels
because women
has
didn't
laid.
have a way
But
to be out
nowadays,
there working.
Black women are the most single mothers in the world. Have the largest single
That
mother
ain't
rate.
true. That
That's
And
a
ain't true.
false
that is
equivalency,
true.
sir.
That's
Nah,
That is
that
absolutely
a
ain't
false
true.
true.
equivalency, and you know it.
That's absolutely
Nah,
true.
nah,
No,
yo,
it's not.
let him
Most
walk out
people
that
aren't
Kevin
getting
Samuels
married in
experience.
general.
Let him
You
keep
can't put
walking.
that on Black
Nobody has
women.
an
They were the most
80%.
least married.
Nobody has an 80%
There
single
is
mother rate in
All
the
right,
world
state your
other
sources.
than
What's the
Black
stats?
women.
Because I
Never
read a
heard of
lot of
white
that
women.
research too. So what's your stats?
Now that's my
he
point
almost sound
is
like one of them
that
people
if
that be
we
like
would
only black people are on welfare when there's more white
back
people on
when
welfare than there is black.
relationships
Exactly.
were
Right?
away,
And he think he saying something right now.
back when
Because
relationships
actually, the
were
Right.
study
away,
shows that
that
actually most
Kevin
black
Loud
people
and
marry
Samuels
wrong.
young.
promoted, we had more intact marriages. Now that we
Yo,
don't have those
Duty
intact
Bear, you
marriages
making
because
everybody who agrees with Kevin Samuels sound really dumb as fuck right now. Oh, I apologize, nigga. I apologize. But
Go
no, bro,
ahead.
go ahead.
all that you said a whole lot of nothing. It's your argument stopped the moment your daughter came into it, and you want to keep the same energy.
What?
When you when Nene asked
Repeat
you,
what you just said.
when
When they
Nene asked
asked
you,
you,
would you let a man do that to your daughter? What you're talking about, you and Kevin Samuels talk about doing it to somebody's daughter. You started trying to change the answer, trying to make it sound better because you know it's BS. But you're gonna walk off that cliff, so keep talking. Because
No,
this shit
I
makes no
no
sense.
no I did not try to
It
make
this
it
just makes
sound
no
better.
sense, bro.
What I said was
Yeah, you changed the narrative.
he did.
there was more advantages to staying with that man than leaving that man. I would tell my daughter to
Okay,
stay with
boom,
that
boom.
man.
I got you. I got
Then
you.
you
So what
rather
you
your
all
daughter
right, so
get
we're talking
treated
about
I
like
just find that
shit.
very hard to believe.
You rather
what we're
your
talking
daughter
about
get
now
treated
is
like
leveraging
shit and get
respect
taken
for
care of
comfort.
financially. That's crazy.
So you're
How
talking
am
about all right, so would
wait
you
a minute,
rather
how
wait,
do I not
Duty
have
Beer, come on,
respect for
bro.
her comfort? I would rather my daughter stay with a guy who can actually provide
And if he
for her
doesn't respect
than
her, what
be
is the
and
point?
stay with
But
a broke
don't
guy
respect her
who
as
ain't
a
If you don't
woman.
respect
Like,
her or treat her well,
and
what's the
he's
point?
super faithful.
oh my God, this
So
dude is weird.
Man,
nigga,
I'd rather my daughter be with a man that she got to struggle with
Right.
that's
you
gonna be
can't be
loyal to
broken
her
happy.
than
You
be with
can't
a
be broken
man that's
happy.
gonna be
Right.
cheating on her and taking care of
Hey, I'm sorry, it ain't goals, but hey,
Oh
good
my
times made it
God.
work. And they was struggling out there. They was struggling.
You know what? Thousands of years before,
Do you date black
men
women?
gave their men yes,
I'm
yes.
scared to ask that
In
question.
fact, I think you two. I think Neek and I don't know Nene. I think you're both very beautiful. I'll gladly date
That don't mean you
women
don't that
that
don't mean you
look
date
like
them
you.
though. Do you date
Not
black women?
women with your mentalities, but women that look like you. Yes.
Wait,
But
women that don't let you walk all
here's
over
the
them?
point I made. Listen,
Yo,
here's
wait,
the point.
hold on.
Here's the
One
point I
mentality.
want
They
to
just
make.
didn't let you
Here's the point
say
I
whatever you
want to
wanted to
make.
say.
Dude, can you be quiet for a second? Here's the point I
Bro,
want to make.
can I be
And then
quiet? You've
I
been talking
shut
for the
up
last
and
half hour.
Like, it ain't
I
stop.
shut
You
up
sound
after I
just like
say this.
Kevin.
But what I'm
She.
saying is,
Nah,
y'all
he
think
don't
it's
sound
cool.
Wait,
like
my
Kevin.
I'm
bad.
saying like where he won't
Listen
let
to
people
me.
talk.
Y'all
Like he
think
just
it's
Oh.
so.
talks
Oh
over.
my God. Y'all think it's weird
And still
that I
going.
would say that I would want my daughter. I would rather my daughter to stay with a man who can provide for her whether he cheats or not. But for
Terrible
thousands of
father.
years,
Terrible father.
men gave their daughters to the best prospects they possibly
And you
could.
think that
And
was
I
they
got
right?
this.
didn't
Y'all,
care.
y'all, I
And
got this.
they
I
You
got this.
think
Y'all, I
that
got
was?
this.
cheated or not.
Please take that.
As long as they
If y'all
took
don't
care
mind.
of
If
their
y'all don't
daughter and
mind.
made sure that
All
that
right,
legacy went
do
on,
beer. Let
they
him
were fine with
respond.
it.
Let him
I'll shut up.
respond.
Y'all go
Dude,
ahead.
pause.
Okay, so you said for 1,000 years, men gave their daughter to the highest bidder, basically, right? Weren't we sold for 400 years to the highest bidder?
These
Did I make
were
that shit right?
little girls. They were giving away little girls, 14, 13
Yeah, I
year olds.
mean, back then they were marrying
So
13 and
us
14
being
year
brought over
olds.
here in
So,
slave ships, was that somehow all right because it was done 1,000 years ago? With progress,
right.
things change. Now we realize that some stuff that was traditional makes more sense now because we got everybody trying to have these 50-50 relationships and calling all the shots, and that don't work. So all you saying sounds really good when Kevin Samuels is in your face, but when you have to deal with actual women and actual people who live life, that don't fly, bro. And I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think he's all the way wrong, but you making me sound like I hate this nigga right now, and you just coming off really dumb. Because
How
the
am
same
I
way you
coming
talking
off
right,
really dumb?
bro, the same
Whatever
way
I
you
said
talking.
that wasn't true or just was freaking stupid. Please explain.
Okay, go back to when this is over. Go to the replay. You'll find something. I
I want you
guarantee
to
you.
tell me now.
Well, I'm not gonna
Why
say
we
you
gotta wait
sound
till it's
really.
over?
I'm not gonna
Why
say
can't
you
you tell
sound
me what
really
I said
dumb,
was
but
stupid
I
or
mean, you
dumb?
changed the goalpost a
You
few times, you know, with the questions. And I was that 1950s thing, man. Look, every household, every relationship is different. Some having a man that provide everything work for some households. Having a couple do 50-50. If that works for the household as well, man, look, if it works for you, hey, keep letting it work for your life. But to say, but you're making it sound like money itself gives opportunity for a man to basically do what he want to do, and
Yeah.
for moral depravity.
I don't agree with that.
Big
I'm
Rush,
not
you
gonna
said
ever, I'm
earlier
not gonna
you
ever
had a
agree with
woman,
that.
right?
Huh?
You said earlier you were with someone, right?
Yeah, I'm married. I go
Okay,
big.
do you think your woman would be with you if you ain't had no money
Yeah,
at all?
I know she wouldn't. I know
That's
my wife. I know she wouldn't.
this is
If I
this is
was
the
broke,
point I'm making. These women will sit up and say that money don't matter and that money ain't important, but their number one thing for a
The
man that
money
they
is not.
require for a
I'm not
man
about to deal
is
with no
to
broke.
have a job.
I'm not about to.
That's the
I pay my
okay.
bills. I have like $4,000 a month in bills that I gotta pay every single month, if not more. I'm not about to get with a nigga with a bus pass, but that don't mean that if I get with a guy who's on my level, my equal, that I'm just gonna take his shit just because he's my equal. That's what we're telling you. Yes, nobody wants a nigga that's broke. Nobody don't want nobody that ain't bringing nothing to the table. But just because you are meeting with me where I'm at, that is not a pass for you to treat me bad or
That's what I was about to ask Big Rush.
loyal.
Like Big Rush, would your wife allow you to go cheat just because you got money?
oh no, no,
Exactly.
it would. But see, because here's the deal. I didn't come into our. If I came into the relationship saying that I want multiple women, well, I know she would have dealt with me. I'd have had to find a woman that don't mind that kind of relationship. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So no, but my wife, hell no, and she wouldn't be with me if I was broke. But that don't
Maybe
mean she only with me
maybe
because of
I'm
my
wrong,
money.
but the guys who talk about cheating on their wife like that, I ask the question: do you genuinely value your wife? Because if I give a woman my last name, that's the only one I'm with. So if you can give all that, and if it goes south, you get caught cheating or whatever, she can take half your money if you're a billionaire. Most y'all niggas not, so let's not act like y'all are. But if that's the case, if you gave somebody that much power over your life, why don't you respect them?
Right.
Like, I'm really asking. Like, you would give this one your last name, but won't give her common respect for somebody in a relationship.
Can more people turn on their cameras? I don't want. It's just me and Nene just sitting here.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Y'all
I apologize, Nick. I'm at work right now, so I can't be on my phone like that.
Give me a second, Nick.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
I mean, I don't know. It just sounds like, not to like attack you, dude, Beard, but it just sounds like you got a lot of like a bad perception, like a bad history with women, where you think women only want money, and that
well,
equates to like happiness. And
I don't think. I feel like he believes like a lot of these men feel like a woman is just like they above women. Women is beneath them, and women is just supposed to fucking bow at their feet and do whatever they say because they make a certain amount of money, and they just supposed to just be okay with that. Like we're in.
But I mean, that's why I said the personal thing. It sounds like you have.
I hate the fact that he makes it sound like that to y'all. I really do.
Without men, women couldn't exist.
Yo,
Women
bruh, stop
couldn't
watching
do
Kevin
the
Samuels.
things
You ain't even
they
sound
do
original no more. That's
without
everything
Okay, you
he's.
sounded a little crazier. Are you trolling right now, dude, Beard? Because I was
I'm
trying to
No,
be
that
understanding
was a
to you.
show Kevin Samuels
Have
did.
some
That's the
empathy,
You
truth.
are
but
Who
literally, yo,
builds
you have no
houses?
talking
Who
points of your
builds
own.
roads?
All you were doing
Who
is
builds
spewing out what he
hospitals?
says. Come with an original point.
Who irrigates water to your faucets? Men do all that.
Wow, the exact
Who
same
births you,
example.
motherfuckers? Who births you? Like, what are you talking
That's
about?
all women
We
can come
need
with
each
it. Who
other.
births
Like,
you? Who
people
births
who
you?
Even though a man
That's
can
the
get
Who
only
gives you the
thing I
material?
that
but
woman
at
still
the
has
we
same
need
feelings.
each
time.
I'm
other.
sorry,
Like,
Renique. Y'all
At
birthed
the
us, but who gives y'all the
same
material to
time.
work with? Come on,
Hey, how I
it's an
cut
even
my
trade.
camera
okay,
on?
that's what I'm saying. We need each other. You can't
We
be
need
Right.
each
Absolutely,
other.
absolutely.
What else do
You
women
okay?
do
You guys are
besides
bugging. Like
give
we really
birth?
need each other.
What
Like
else do
that just
women
even goes
do
like the whole
besides
black man
give
and black women
birth
thing. When we go against you, we need each other in order to
men can't
survive.
do
What is you guys
without
talking
women?
about?
That's why Umar
All
said
right.
that called a DDD, the Dusties of Division, or whatever the fuck he said.
And this is the part I hate because
Homonym
Each
attack.
other. Like, we need
oh my
both.
God,
Go
bro, come
ahead,
on, bro.
homonym attacks.
He your daddy, ain't he? That's your daddy, ain't
Dusties
he?
and all this bull crap. Here we
Kevin
go
Samuels
with
your
the
daddy, ain't
bad
it? Because this,
homonym
yo,
attack.
bro.
Listen to me. I'll say it again.
He works in the beehive.
Besides
Jeez.
giving birth,
Oh my
Right.
God, for real.
what else do women do that men cannot? And even with giving birth,
Carry
you can't give birth
Women
children.
do
without
that
the
women
men.
can.
Carry
Women
and
can do
birth
everything that a man can
children.
do.
Okay,
Just
all right.
like
Can't
Maybe
give birth without
I think I
the
got this right.
men's
I got this one
thing.
right here. Men can build a house, but women can make it a home. I'm not saying that's a perfect analogy, but I think that's the difference. What you're saying, you're
That's
trying
a
to
good
just
one.
act
It's
like they
just
don't
like
do
we
anything.
control the neck.
Exactly. Like we can build it, but you can make it what we come home to. So it's the difference. The woman makes your house home, not you just having stuff in there. You've seen guys, if we have an apartment, it's just a PS4, a raggedy chair, and some forks to have food in.
Nah,
Girl,
my apartment. When me and my wife separated, my apartment was laid out. Shit.
wait, were you,
My shit was laid
how
out.
old were you? Can I ask a question? How old were you when you separated? If I'm not trying to get personal.
They ain't
30. I was
separated.
30.
Okay, so you were old. You were at that time. You were an older man. Most men don't have that when they on their first place. They're trying to get their own thing together. We just want our own space to say this is ours.
Well, that's the thing though. If you ain't got your shit together, you shouldn't be married no way.
I'm not saying that, but he's not married. He's talking about relationships in general. Period.
Yeah,
Nah,
but I don't know. Like honestly, I want to get Dude Beards on that. I feel like Dude Beard has a lot of like I said. I think he has like a lot of hurt and pain, like unresolved pain
It's a
from
lot
women.
of echo going
What
on.
happened, Dude Beard, that makes you think this
Why
way?
does my dating history matters? Why
It
does any of
matters.
that
Because
matters?
it
Because you got a lot to
clearly
say.
from that.
Y'all
It's a reflection
debate the
of what
points
you
I'm
deal
making.
with on a
I'm
day to
still
day.
waiting for y'all to. I'm
If you
still
get
waiting for
You
y'all
have
to
to
tell
practice
me
what you
what
preaching.
else do women do besides
Dude
give
Beard, we're
birth?
trying to
But
understand
men
your
can't
mindset
do.
and how you
Women
come up
say
with
carry
this
your
ideology.
kids.
I'm
Women
not.
clean your household.
I'm
Women
mentioning.
keep you
I ain't
grounded
saying
to
nothing
make the right
facts. What are you talking about?
decisions.
My mind
But
state.
it's not
My
facts.
mind
You
state
obviously
is
this
based
comes
on
from
logic
you
and facts.
experiencing
I
something.
ain't
That's why
saying nothing but
you
Yo,
facts.
but you don't
formulate
get to
this
diminish that either,
mindset.
though.
That's what we're trying to understand. How you
Hey,
came
brother,
about
how
to go down this
old are
mindset
you,
and this
dude,
path.
man?
What happened?
Right. That's what I want to know. How old are you?
How old are you?
I don't want to say.
Well, damn,
Why
you
are
ain't
you being
answering
so
no questions, brother.
Dude,
secretive?
Beard, are you
16,
just a troll?
17, and
I really
16.
feel like you called in
I
just a
didn't
troll.
come up
Because
here to
it's
tell
just
y'all
us
how old I
women
am,
in a
to
couple
tell
years.
y'all who I dated, to tell y'all who I
He
provided
sound like an
for.
I
old
don't want to know
baby
how old you
man.
are. We just
Make
want to
my
know your
point,
He act like he's
age.
16, but got a 45-year-old nigga
really
voice.
see if y'all can point out anything that Kevin Samuels
Ah,
has said as
This
if
nigga,
it's actually factually, as if anything he said is wrong. And
How
y'all
old are
haven't done
you?
it.
you are a
Why
single
you
you
Okay, what
entered
the
the
single
devil?
chat.
man.
answer
You
a direct
entered the
question?
chat. Answer the question.
He
Answer what
won't.
How old are
question?
you?
He
How old
won't.
are you? How
I'm
old
not
are you?
answering
How
that
old are you?
question.
How
You
old are
can
you?
keep
All right, don't
asking
wait.
it.
You don't have to
I ain't
answer. Wait,
answering.
you don't have to answer how old. What decade were you born? What
No,
decade were you
no,
born in?
I don't want to. I don't want to answer any personal questions about myself because it
That's
ain't
not
about
I'm
personal.
me.
thinking 80s or
You know
70s. This
what,
nigga
It
sound
ain't
old.
Dude
about
Beard?
me.
That's why I
42
said he
years
about 60,
old. You could
70,
be
something like
anybody
Yeah,
that.
you
Dude
feel
Beard,
me,
you
right?
don't.
42
He,
years
It sounds
old.
like you've experienced like had like a lifetime just of
he never
negative
got over it.
experience with women. That at this point you're just over it,
That's
and
y'all.
it's just like anti-women. I
Y'all.
hate women now.
That's y'all first defense. Is some woman did them
I mean,
wrong.
but like
Bro,
you're
usually I hate that defense,
everything
but you're
that you've
proving it
been
right.
saying
You're
has
proving
been
it right.
basically
I hate when women say
devastating,
that,
dude.
but
Like
you're proving
everything
them
has been
absolutely right.
basically
Hey,
anti.
dude,
You
one
haven't
thing.
had
It's
said
time
one
to
But
uplifting
Kevin
thing
separate
about
Samuels
women.
always
things.
say he gay. None of that matters.
Nobody said
It's
you gay.
Nobody
You
the
said
haven't
that
said
he was
same
anything
gay.
It
wrong.
thing.
does
I think if
matter
anything,
though.
That's
you've only
trash
bashed
to throw
them.
that at black men. That's
Hey,
trash
dude,
to
one
try to
thing I
shame black men with
respect about you,
sexuality.
you
We're not
stand on your
assuming
point.
anything. We're
Hey,
asking
no, that's
questions.
one thing I
However
do
wrong it
respect
is.
about you do. You stand on your point. No
Okay,
matter
then
if
I'm
you feel
10
pointing
like
out.
you're
toes
right or
down and
wrong.
I'm
You stand
honestly
speaking.
on it.
trying to
Answer the
understand you. I'm
question.
trying to have empathy for you because I'm trying to understand why you feel this way.
Nah, he
Well,
killed the
look,
empathy about a
I
half hour ago.
appreciate you want to have empathy for
Oh,
me,
that's
but
true.
I don't need your
That's
empathy
exactly
or
what respect.
sympathy, man. Listen, I
Oh,
didn't come up
terrible.
here to talk about my life. I didn't
He
come up
about
here
to
to
get
tell
off of
y'all
here
how
and go lay
old
in
I
his
am.
single,
I
lonely
didn't
bed
come up
by
here to tell
himself.
you anything other than debate.
Then what are you
Even
here
when I
for?
was in the chat, I asked Nick, are we actually going to debate the points, or are we going to just hurl a bunch
But
of
how
So
can
what
But
we
we
point
When
are
you
are
gonna
you
start?
debate if
debating.
here
you
to
don't
make?
answer
at each
any
other?
What
And,
questions?
point are
to-
If
you
you don't
here
and
answer
to
any
make?
questions, if you don't answer any questions, you deflect every question and you just revert back to what Kevin
I'm not
Samuel said.
So
deflecting
hello,
Kevin
anything.
one-sided
Samuel,
debate,
Like he won't answer
I'm
it.
deflecting.
how can
Okay,
you
I'm
how
bro.
can
The
deflecting
you
ladies are
not
killing you right now.
questions
We just
about
asked
me
you how old you
personally,
are. Did you
but
have a
I'm
bad
not
experience? You
Finish.
deflecting
won't even answer
questions
that.
about the actual conversation, about the actual topic. I'm not answering personal questions.
That
Y'all
ain't a
can
That's what
personal
you're
ask
question.
the
How
answering
old
damn
about.
you
What's
are?
personal
questions.
about it if you ever taken
That's
care of a
basic
woman? What's
information, bro.
personal about that? You preaching that, so you got to talk what you preach.
You probably have it on your
So,
Facebook page.
All
my
I hey
dude,
hey hey
I
dude,
don't have
man.
I don't have to prove to y'all that I do any. I don't have to prove to y'all that I'm a freaking human being. For all y'all know, I could be a space alien from Mars or something.
You
That
sound like one.
doesn't matter. It's what I'm
Neek.
saying untrue or not. And
Et,
if
go
what I'm
home.
saying
Neek.
is untrue, point out
Well,
how it
nah,
is
Neek.
untrue. For
what
all
song
y'all
we
know,
what you
doing
I'm a
over
saying
big
ain't
here?
true. I
stentard
say that,
up here talking to
and I'll
y'all.
tell you why
Y'all
what
don't
you
know.
saying ain't
It
true.
don't matter.
Well, what you saying ain't true, and I'll tell you why what you saying ain't true.
Okay,
No reason to
tell me.
punch you. Never mind.
And the reason I say what you saying ain't true is this because first of all, you saying that you said earlier that say name something that Kevin Samuel had said that was wrong.
I
So
did.
when you ask that question, you're basically saying that everything to you that he says is right. So if you believe that everything this man says is right, you've already failed
How?
because there is not
Don't you
because there is
disrespect his
not
baby
one
daddy, Kevin.
because there is not one person roaming the face of this earth that says everything that's right. Yo,
Oh
the
my
points that you've
God. You said
argued,
this before,
hold on, let me
dude.
finish because you've talked. The points that you've argued to say that he's right has been wrong. So either
Okay, tell me
you
how they wrong.
misinterpret, huh?
I said,
What?
okay, tell me how they wrong.
Specifically right here, you said that that money gives me an options. That is true, but to
Okay.
say that a woman should still stay with this man factually because he has these means is wrong. That's an opinion. That's not a fact.
How is that wrong? That's a moral
Because
judgment.
that
Point
doesn't
Yo,
go
number
dude,
one.
for
yo, Duty
Point.
every
Beard.
woman.
That's a moral judgment. That you
But
are
it's an opinion.
that's a
You're saying it
subjective
as if it's a
moral
fact.
judgment.
That's an
As
opinion.
if
That
that's wrong.
opinion does not
If
work
that
for
man and
every
that
woman.
woman agree that he got this, that because he taking care of everything, and she understands that he gets a lot of attention from other women, then they may have an agreement where he can go out and engage with other women as long as he takes care of house
You
and
said
Yo,
home.
may.
Duty
When
Beard,
you
Duty
say
You
Beard.
the
have
Can
word
you
men
wait?
out
may,
Wait.
there
that
who
does not
have
Think
make
about
it
it.
a
Can I get it for a
fact
second?
anymore. That's an
Yo,
women have
Duty,
opinion.
multiple
Duty
wives.
Beard,
Does that
Duty
are
Beard.
they evil? Because
That's
When
an
you
that's
get done,
opinion,
wrong.
brother.
Our
You can't.
ancestors in Africa, it
That
was
is
normal for them to have multiple wives
they
and
don't claim
multiple
you.
women. Y'all,
that's an man.
what's
That's
that
an
wrong?
opinion, man. You to say that
Exactly, it's
every
an
woman
opinion.
accepts
It's
that is to
subjective.
say every
It's
woman
not
is the same.
objective. That's my point.
You realize instead
That's
of
my
proving a point, you
point.
just get louder,
That
right?
doesn't mean that Kevin Samuels is wrong. Y'all still haven't pointed out how he's wrong.
I just
He
told you
going
that
to
because
defend daddy
every
till he
No,
woman
you
die.
don't
didn't.
think that
You
way.
said an opinion, dude.
Kevin Samuel says opinion. He's not. That's not fact. Every woman does not
No,
feel
Kevin Samuel
that
said a
way.
fact. Kevin
Y'all
Samuel
done
says
triggered this 50-year-old man.
if a man has more money, he has more options. Is that
That
true or not?
that that look. That
Is that
point
true
ain't
or
nobody
not?
arguing that point. Ain't nobody
Exactly.
arguing.
That's my
If,
point.
if a man, yes, men with money have more options, but just because he has more options, don't mean every woman is going to accept him stepping
I
out
didn't say
and take.
every woman is going to
But
accept
so
him.
that's
Kevin
why it
doesn't
makes
say
it an
every
opinion.
woman is going to
You saying it
accept
as
him.
if
In
Kevin
fact, Kevin
Samuels
says most
saying it
women
as a
can't
fact,
get
man.
high value men
Take a
because
shot
they
every time he
would
says Kevin
accept
says.
them.
Man, you saying it as if Kevin Samuels is saying it as if it's a fact The fact
But
of
it's
the matter
true.
is this.
Y'all even point
Like
it
his
out.
word is
Most
Bible.
women are not going to accept a man who cheats, even if he has a bunch of money. And Kevin Samuel's point is, because you won't accept that, you can't get a high value man.
Nah,
That's his
but that's not true. But that's not because you make it sound. If that's the case, every man with money is cheating.
I never said that every man with money is cheating.
But you just said you
Yo,
just
Duty Beer,
now
Duty
you
Beer.
gotta listen
Do
to
you
what
know
you
what?
I
saying.
never
Wait,
said that
what is
every
a high
man with
value man
money
to
is
you?
What you
cheating.
saying.
But
Duty
I,
Beer,
just
what is
what
a
I
high value
said
man to
was
you?
most
you
men.
just
What I
you just
what
my
I
brother.
listen to me. Let me
Man,
speak.
hey,
What I
let me tell you
said
something.
was
I ain't a
men with
college scholar, but I'm a
okay,
very good damn listener. And what
okay.
you just said was this. You said that every man that has options is basically out here cheating. And then what you said was
I
this.
never said
Hold
that,
on, let me
dude.
finish.
You
Then
just
some
did,
women
bro.
cut me off.
Don't start
And
catching
then
online
you
now.
said
We got it
you
recorded.
said every woman won't accept it, so that means she won't get a high value man. So that's why I said if that's the case, that means every man with value is out here cheating. If she can't get a man that to be faithful to her with money, you're saying that every man with value is out here cheating, and that's not true. That's
What I
not true. So
listen to
before you, so you
oh my
continue
God, dude.
saying
Am I gonna
ain't
get to
nobody gave
respond?
you an argument on that point.
What?
I just gave you a specific argument on why. If that's what Kevin Samuels is saying, that is wrong. If a woman if a woman is looking for a man of high value and she can't get one because she won't accept that he has options and he out here cheating, that is not a fact, man. Every man with value is not out here cheating.
I didn't
Yeah.
say every man with
Yo,
You
Duty
just
money.
Beer.
said that Kevin
Again,
Listen
I'm gonna ask
Samuels
to
you a
me.
question.
said.
Let me
What do you
speak,
define as a high
please.
value man?
Oh
Because I don't
my
think you understand
God.
what he
Can
really
I
means when he
speak?
says that.
Can I
Well, you
speak?
know what?
Can I speak?
For
Can
the
I
love
There
of
are
God, let him
people in this
man,
speak.
y'all
world.
gonna just keep having run on freaking
Gonna be here for
sentences
another
and I
hour.
can't actually respond to the point.
No,
Let him respond, Duty Beard.
I've come to the conclusion that there are some people out here that will never hear what you're saying. So you go
I
right
just heard
ahead,
what you
dude, and
said.
say what you got to
I
say, brother.
understand what you said. I completely understood what you just said. Would you let me respond to it?
If listen to respond was a person.
Just let.
Okay.
Well,
I never
just
said that all high value men or men with money, all of them are going to cheat. But because they have more options, they're more likely to cheat. And the woman is more likely to accept it. And the women that they get with, they are more likely to get with a woman who will allow them to exercise those options than one who won't because they have the option. That was my point. Not that every single solitary one of them does it.
Man, I
My
ain't hear
point.
none of that.
None of
Okay,
it.
what did you hear then?
What you said before, but because
Go ahead.
everything.
Shut
No,
up so y'all
you
can
say a
talk.
lot, but whenever we ask you to repeat what you said or clarify it, you just try to change it to make it sound better because you know you're getting pushback.
Oh my God, dude.
No,
How does
I
what
really
I
didn't
said
hear what you
how does
said
what
because
I
it was
how does
blurry
what I
on
let me
my
say
end.
this. How does what I said before contradict what I just said?
Well, I'm gonna say this: it was blurry on my end, so I didn't hear anything that you just said till right now. But
Okay,
the contradiction part that I've heard you say from earlier is, like
okay.
you said, Kevin Samuels said that if a woman is not willing to accept a man having options out here and he chooses to take advantage of these options out here, if she's not willing to accept that, then she'll never have a high value man. That's what you said, right?
I didn't say she'll never have a high value man.
Well,
What I
damn,
said,
maybe I'm
listen to
hearing
me.
things.
Listen to me. What I said was these women who aren't willing to accept the fact that a man is more likely to cheat if he has options. It's not as easy for her to get with a high value man as it is a woman who is willing to accept the fact that this man could possibly cheat.
So I
because
ask
he
you,
has
what do
more
you define as a high
options.
value man? Because what you're explaining is high income, not high value. For somebody
Yeah.
who watches Kevin Samuels all day, every day, like you do, to spit his rhetoric like it's gospel, you should know the difference. All you say is men who have money. High value comes in a lot more things. It comes with character. For
We're
somebody who
talking
always
about men with
no,
means
bro,
right
bro,
now.
bro, bro, come on, let me
We
finish.
not
You got,
talking about
yo, bro,
character.
you saying a
We're
lot,
talking about men with means.
huh?
We aren't talking about a man's character. We are talking
If you're talking
about
about
a
cheating,
man with
that's a character
means.
flaw, bro.
Most of these
Money or
chicks
not,
out here, ain't trying to date dudes with character
so
because
they ain't trying to date
there
you.
are dudes out here who are actually really good. Now, I'll give y'all an
Okay, hold
example.
on, Judy
The
Beard. I'm sorry, I
nerd,
have to interject. I let the men talk,
the
but no, I'm
nerd in
gonna have to
high
say
school
something.
is
That is
usually
Please,
a
please.
a
lie.
really good
You
guy,
literally, like,
but
I
he
don't know
gets
what's going on. That's why I
ignored
said
by
we were trying to
most
understand
women
you, and you don't want to answer
because
no
he
personal
isn't
questions.
a
That
jock
you're literally
or
going
because
things
he
off of
isn't
materialistic things. It really sounds like you have some trauma, some trauma from your past, some healing you need to do when it comes to women, because that's all you equate women to. That
Ma'am, can
all
you
we
point
want
out
is
what I said
money, is
was
this
untrue?
and that is what you provide, and that's
Ma'am,
just
can you
simply not
point out what
true.
I said? What I said was untrue? Y'all keep trying to say personal things about me.
It's
Like I
not,
said, it's
but
not
you're
What's
coming from
personal.
personal,
a
bro?
hurt place, Duty Beard, and it's been that way this whole time. Like
Duty
it really
beard.
sounds like you have a lot of trauma that
She
you have
called me
not
Duty
dealt with.
beard.
I know,
Well,
right?
Is
well,
that what it
I
She
is,
went
said
Duty
Duty
Beard?
directly at the
beard.
question
I
that
don't
you
know why I said
asked.
it's funny when
It
you said
sounded
it. I'm
like my
sorry.
answer.
Repeat what you said again, ma'am. I'm sorry, I was
It just
laughing.
sounds like you have a lot of like just you have a very bad perception of women. It really sounds that way from everything you explaining. Like you, even with everything you say from Kevin Samuels, you have a very negative connotation when it comes to women and how we view relationships.
You know how bad it is when you used to make Kevin Samuel sound worse? Like, you
Yeah,
know how bad that is, bro?
Kevin Samuels
He
may
ain't
even
say
disagree
shit like
with you.
that. Nowhere near.
But my question is too: is it just Kevin Samuels? Or are you listening to every type of red pill? Like, are
That's
you
what I
listening to
said
like the
too.
Jada Blacks and like all the other red pill guys?
I'm not
What's a
mentioning
red
You would
who
pill?
else
do what?
I
Listen to the
listen
roommates,
to.
bro. Listen to the
I'm
roommates. It's
only
not
here
as
to.
toxic and help you out a lot.
I was only here to ask what Kevin Samuels has said is wrong, and y'all still haven't pointed it out.
Man, I pointed it out like
And,
five
You just
We
different
don't want to
pointed it
times.
out
You
accept it.
just
many
didn't like
times,
my
and you just
answer.
don't want to hear it.
you
We can't
said
help it. You don't
that
want to accept the
morally
answer.
it's wrong
Can't make
for
him
a
drink the
guy
water.
to cheat on his girl, and I agree with that. If they agree that they're in a monogamous relationship and he goes out and cheats, that is wrong. But the
Isn't the
point I was
monogamous
making was
relationship the agreement? Like, what the? Am I bugging? Isn't a monogamous relationship an agreement that we don't see other people? Am I wrong?
what?
No, you're fine. You're
Yes, that's
right.
what I
You're
just
right.
said. I said it, and
Otherwise,
I
what's the point
agree
of
with
monogamy,
if a
bro?
man cheats, that's wrong. But what I was saying is,
No, you're not saying it's wrong. You
if a
justify it
man
and
has
excusing it. That's
means,
different.
he's more
If
likely
it's
to
wrong,
get
it's
with
wrong. There's
a
no
woman,
but
or a woman is
afterwards.
more likely to allow him to have extramarital or
He's saying
extra
that monogamy
relationship
goes out the
affairs
window if
because
the
they're not
guy has
all
money, he's high
necessarily married,
value,
but
then
extra
anything goes,
outside relationship
and we're
affairs.
supposed to accept it.
Yeah, it
That's
said by
basically in a
no guy
nutshell
with
what you're
money ever.
saying. Monogamy is okay, but not if you have a high value man and you want to cheat.
Right.
Then it
I'm
should be
not.
okay.
Y'all
Monogamy doesn't
keep
matter.
saying this. If you got a high value man and he agrees not to cheat on you, and he cheats, then he's wrong. But what I am saying is, a high value guy has more options. A high value guy is more likely to get with a woman who understands that he has more options, and he's more likely, and she will let him exercise those options than getting with a woman who says he can see other women. That's what I'm saying.
Man,
All
Jay-Z
right.
and Beyonce. Jay-Z and Beyonce. Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce.
And she
Beyonce
made
stayed.
lemonade, so
Kevin
she
actually
really
made
wasn't
a
taking it
show
that
about
lightly.
it.
He ain't
well,
cheated
That's a
since.
horrible. That's a horrible analogy you
yeah,
chose.
How
because
is
I
that
mean,
horrible?
Yeah.
well, they
One
both
because
out
got
of
she
the
don't
they
need
three
that
both
for
fighting
all
got
out.
she
She
could
was
she
winning.
could leave
they
Jay-Z
both
right
got
now, she'd
funding
be good.
money, so they both got
He's a
She don't
high
funding
need
value
money, so
Jay-Z.
man.
that's
Like
a
what the
bad
But
analogy.
here's but here's but
Actually,
here's
not to, nah,
but
you not
here's the
you wrong on
thing.
that
But
one. They
here's
will
the
never
thing.
find anybody else
But
as good as
here's the
as
thing.
good as their
But
partner now.
here's the thing. But here's the thing. If Beyonce
Meek is
does
so
leave
overrated.
Jay-Z, how
For
likely
real.
is it that she's gonna get another man who's a billionaire?
And how
My
likely
whole
he's gonna get a
thing
girl who's like
is,
Beyonce?
this is my problem with the Kevin Samuels minions. None of them
Men
ever
don't
practice
date
what they
women for
preach.
their money.
Let her talk.
none
This
of them use logic.
concept of what they consider to be a high value man, how a woman's supposed to be, how everything's supposed to go. It didn't work for Kevin. It don't work for them. They are not living what they preach, and then yet they still cape and go to bat for these ideas that they are not living. It makes no sense. And then I see people in the comments like, oh, he's coming with his dukes off, and he ain't coming with his dukes off and his gloves off about nothing because he's not living it, he's not practicing it, he's not preaching it, and it's just regurgitated.
You don't know if I'm living it or not, because I didn't tell
We're
you
not talking
anything
about you right now.
about
She
myself.
talking about Kevin Samuels.
I can tell. I know that you're not practicing what you preach.
You don't know anything about me, ma'am. I haven't told you anything personal about me. You don't know how I'm living.
Actually, you're not answering certain questions. Tells me everything I need to know. If you was practicing what you preach, if you was putting it down like that, you would have no.
Okay, even if I'm not,
you wouldn't be apprehensive
to
answer certain questions.
If I'm
You would be like
putting it
Big
down
Rush.
like that,
Big Rush
ma'am.
said off the top, like, I make the money. If my woman cheats, I wouldn't go for it. I'd be out of here. I would do this. I would do that. You so scared to tell your real true facts about yourself because you know you're not practicing what you preach. If you were practicing what you preach and you was about what you're saying, you would be proud to say what it is.
Okay, I hear you. Now let me say this. Even if I'm not practicing what I'm preaching, what did I say that was untrue?
Everything you say is invalid after you admit that.
You better go back down that road.
Name one thing Kevin Samuels has said that was untrue. Name
if you don't get it by now, you ain't gonna get
it. That's
I think Kevin Samuels sent you through this chat.
Right.
Nah, I don't know. Kevin don't co-sign this dumb shit.
Kevin Samuels being here disagreeing with him.
He saw something that his name was on, like, get him.
Nah, Kevin don't co-sign this dumb stupidity right here. No.
Anonymous thing.
Man, hey, dude, man, you right, I'm wrong, brother. Go right ahead. You right, I'm wrong, dude. Maybe I
Lord help us all.
Because y'all haven't pointed out anything I said or anything.
We literally did like 5 times.
Okay.
Yo, we're not having this conversation again, bro.
But I mean,
hey, what was wrong?
Y'all
and
kept referencing emotions and feelings and everything like that to try to invalidate my argument. But this argument isn't about emotions or feelings.
Okay, but the thing is, each time we told you what was wrong, you moved the goalpost and you changed it around.
How did I move
the goalpost? We tell you this is wrong, and then you move the
example
goalpost
of me moving the goalpost.
Nobody is emotional.
Give an example
You're
of
the
me
only
moving
emotional one.
The fact that we had this conversation 5 times already is you moving the goalpost, bro.
Of me moving the.
It's literally the definition of insanity.
Nick, you just said I moved.
Think he finally gonna get it?
Give me an example of me moving the goalpost, please, man.
It wouldn't be. There's no point in giving an example. You're not going to receive it or accept it. So it's
I know, because she doesn't have one. Let's be honest.
Because we have one, you don't want to accept it.
You don't want to admit it.
I'm not responsible for what you accept.
You guys have.
I'm only here to give you the information. If you don't want to receive it or accept it, I mean, hey.
Please tell me, how did I move the goalpost?
I don't repeat myself that many times, brother.
No.
So you're right. I'm wrong.
I said what I said once.
Like I said, Big Rush, it's literally the definition of insanity.
Yeah, I don't go back over what I said.
Yeah, Judy Bear, I'm genuinely
asking
myself
two times already.
I want
like, he's been on here for about an hour repeating the same thing over and over and over and over and over again.
Every time it's next caller.
Damn.
Yeah, I personally think, my brother, hey, I don't know if you got a woman or not. I don't know if you married.
Don't sound like it. I don't know how she survived with that.
I don't even care about that. I know she got a handful on her though, boy. You ain't never wrong.
Nah, he probably whipped off camera. I ain't gonna hold you. Guys say talk like this, the most whipped.
Listen, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. I'm willing to admit
right.
Listen to me. I'm willing to admit when Kevin is wrong about something.
Well, you just said he ain't never wrong about that.
My guy, he's been wrong on a lot of things you want to admit.
That are inaccurate. And you all keep presenting points that are inaccurate. Neek presented one at first when she said that it's wrong for a high value man to cheat on this woman. When Kevin Samuels has never said that it's right or it's wrong. He's only said that a man of means has more options, so he likely has the option to cheat on a woman and get or exercise those options.
No, Kevin Samuels literally had a whole entire show where he told women that they need to accept that their high value man is going to cheat on them, and they have to accept that, and they have to be okay with that. He literally had a whole show about that, and that was right after. I don't know if that was the Sweetie and Quavo thing, or it was one of those big situations that happened. And he sat there and had a whole show where women was calling up and saying that they was side chicks and they was this and that, and he was telling them that that was okay, and he was speaking to women. And this is the same show where he told the woman that she looked like Barry Sanders. This specific show was the show where he was telling women that they need to be okay and accept being cheated on. That was the specific show where he went viral and said, "You hut hut hut." That specific show, that one, is where he was telling women that they should accept being cheated on. And you cannot tell me that he didn't say that, because I watched it in 4K.
Period.
Okay. Period.
I'm telling you, Kevin Sanders did them in his chat.
No.
Nah, this ain't Kevin was smarter than this. This is sad.
Listen to me. Kevin
He got the roast him on his own show.
Kevin Samuels has never ever said that it's okay for a man to enter a monogamous relationship. In fact, he had a show the other night where he said that it's wrong for a man to have a monogamous relationship.
Nah, this is baby daddy. I'm sorry, I take that back.
And then cheat on her. He's never said that. He's never said that it's okay for a man within a monogamous relationship with a woman to go out and cheat and lie to her about it.
You're right. He never
said. Ain't that like we arguing the barbs of the beehive?
He said that it's okay for them to date with options. He changed the word. He changed the word from cheat to dating with options. So you're right. He didn't say it's okay for them to go out and cheat. He said it's okay for them to go out and date with options, which is cheating, which is the same definition.
It's not cheating. It ain't cheating. It ain't cheating if she understands that her husband or her man might possibly do it.
Man, you just said what I.
Okay, so if it was reversed, is that okay?
No, it ain't okay.
Oh my God.
Simple.
We were just okay. We were our damn case.
We are not getting nowhere with him, and we ain't ever gonna get anywhere with him.
And I already explained why it ain't okay.
I'm sorry, ladies. Can I just say one thing real quick?
It ain't okay when an intruder break into the house and the man is and the wife woman is sleeping, and then the woman get up and go see him in the house. No, the man got to do that. It ain't okay when the woman is paying all of the bills, and even if the woman said it was okay for her to pay all of the bills, other women would tell her she need to get rid of that bum because he ain't doing nothing with his life. Am I wrong or right? Am I wrong or right?
Yeah, somebody kicked his ass to the side because this nigga is on one something terrible.
I'm sorry, ladies. I apologize for him and just for all the rational people who actually watch Kevin Samuels and discern through the BS and the facts. We don't believe none of that. Me and Big West sat here.
Outside of you, Dude Bear, we've heard you talk enough. JC, do you agree with Kevin Samuels? A lot of his opinions and his rhetoric. Are you a fan?
60-40 to disagree and agree. Like, I agree 40%, disagree 60% of it. Like most people on YouTube, you got to discern what is good for you and what's not. He can talk from his experience because people going to listen. This fool is going to sit here and just speak because he's proving him right for everything he's thought about women, so he don't got to look at himself. That's what I heard. Women, women, women. Nothing about you, bro. And if you really watch Kevin Samuels, he be the guy. You be the guy he roasted on live stream because of this. Because you take his message and what he's trying to say, which ain't delivered in the best way possible. We are not going to sit here and argue that. But what he says helps people. That don't help nobody. That's just stupidity wrapped in trying to sound like he's saying something smart.
What I said was stupid. Y'all keep saying stupidity. What did I say that was stupid, sir?
I agree with everything you said.
No, let him tell me what I said
like
that
the
was
5
stupid.
girl throwing a temper tantrum because somebody talked about their damn daddy or something.
Ma'am, can you tell me what I said was wrong or what was stupid?
Going off like Regina.
All right, so now we got somebody new to the chat who wants smoke. And so this is my thing too. There is a lot of men who are not high value who speak for what high value men want. They hear Kevin Samuels give this speech and this babble about what a high value man is. They're not high value men themselves, so they try to speak for all. So Bearded King wrote in a private chat and said, all high value men cheat.
Okay.
So we got Bearded King and then we got Bearded King.
I never said.
Yo, dude, come on. That's why y'all talk.
Let me speak though. Let me speak. So it's like if you're on a certain level, you know what I'm saying, you can do certain things.
Here we go again.
Can you go on camera?
That's all I
You got
gotta
the
say.
picture
Like,
there.
Hey, how you put the camera up? I don't even know how to do that.
Down there at the
You
bottom,
just
it
Hit
say
allow
cam.
the cam button. So at the
Yeah,
bottom.
Down
but
at the
my
bottom.
cam button, it say I got to go back out and go into my settings and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, you
at
didn't
some
allow
point,
the
we
access.
gotta accept that some men can do it, some men
What you on a
can't.
BlackBerry?
Bearded King, come on camera.
I know, Bearded King, can you
You
come
say
on
I got a
camera so we can
BlackBerry.
see you?
Nah, like we can't make this shit personal. This is not
You
personal.
got a picture of yourself on there, boo.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
So we
we
already
ain't gotta
see
make
you.
this personal. We can just talk about the topic.
It's not personal, it's just knowing who we're talking to. That's all.
If y'all
We
wanna
just
have a
trying to
real
understand
conversation,
Beard, we need you to come on camera too. You had enough time to wash your face, get the crust out your eyes, and turn the camera
listen,
on.
I'm
I
at
ain't
work.
coming on
I'm at
camera.
work.
Don't
I'm at
even
work
ask
right
me. I
now.
ain't
You
coming
know what
on.
I'm
You
saying? I'm
call
at
me a
work.
punk, a
Hey,
coward, whatever you
Hold on.
want.
Okay,
I
hold
ain't
on.
coming
Do
on
the
camera.
beard. Do
I just
beard.
wanted to call in
Dude.
because it's like
Pause. King, do you agree with everything dude is saying?
I don't disagree with nothing he said.
Oh wow.
Oh
Everything.
God,
Oh,
this is sad.
Lord.
Get him off the chat.
Well, expound on it, my man.
I don't disagree. If you on that level, you can do that.
So, do you have a daughter?
Period.
Do you have a
No,
daughter?
no,
If
I
you
don't
had a
have a
daughter,
daughter.
would you allow your
Would
daughter
you
to
be
get
okay
cheated
if
on
your
no matter
daughter
if the man's
See how they
money?
dealt
keep
with that?
trying to appeal with moral judgments. Do you have
I would
asking
want
this
my daughter
question
to
of
be
do
It's
with
a
you
a
have a
moral
man that's
daughter?
argument.
gonna
What does that matter?
It
What does
does
that
matter because
matter?
you know what the thing why it matters is because you guys are saying all this rhetoric, but if
But
it
y'all
came
don't have
down to
no
your
daughter.
daughter or your sister, mother, whatever,
I'd rather my daughter
you
date a
wouldn't have the
dude who can
same
take care
feeling
of her,
and
even
opinion
Why
though
at
we
he
all.
gotta
cheats on
make
her,
it
rather than a guy who
personal?
can't do nothing
Because
for her.
it is personal, because
It's
you guys
not
are saying this stuff
personal.
and
But
preaching it
Nobody
to
It's
said my
other
not
girl
men or
cheated. I
saying to
can't
other
agree
personal.
with
men that,
this.
but it's different for
This is
if
the
it's
topic
within your
of
own family.
discussion.
can
hey,
you
Let's talk about
find
the
better?
topic. Why we gotta make it personal?
hey,
It don't
brother,
matter
let me
Okay,
what
ask
if
we
you're
you.
going
talk
off of
about.
your
Let,
The
own
let me
topic
opinion,
ask you
is
it's
this.
still wrong
this
either
is
way.
this
Let
is
me
what
ask
the
you this, brother.
topic
Is
is.
cheating
They
a
have to
personal
make
choice?
listen. They have to make it personal because they know they can't debunk
No,
anything
we're
we're
trying to make
saying.
we're
Exactly.
making it
They
personal
have
because
to
And you
we
can't
come
debunk
from a
prove
personal
everything
anything.
we're
place
saying, so
why
they
you
Well,
have to
feel
now,
make
that
Why
way.
it
you
That's
gotta
personal.
I'm
make it
asking
They
I
though.
don't
have to
know.
personal?
make
I'm
it
coming
based
from the
on
place of I'm
opinion.
trying to
They have to
understand why
make
you
it
feel
based
this
on
way. I'm trying to understand
moral.
your psyche, why you
I'm
feel that way.
asking. Is cheating
It
is
don't gotta
cheating a
go
personal
personal
choice?
for me to make
She
you
understands
understand
stupid.
what I'm saying.
Okay, so if it's not going personal, then explain why you feel that way.
Is cheating a
If you're
personal
on
choice?
that level, you can
Yes.
do that.
But
Period.
why
It
do
Women
you
ain't
are
have to
about
okay
if
why
with
you're in
we
a
that.
higher
feel that
bracket,
way.
why
It's
does that
about
make
what's
you
actually
absolved to just
happening and what's
basically
actually
If
just do
you're
true.
whatever the
on
hell you
that
want?
level, you can do that. Women
It
are
ain't
But why?
about
perfectly fine
feelings.
with that. That's what y'all
Dude,
don't
can you
Explain
be,
realize.
hold
why.
on, King, no disrespect to you. Dude, can you be quiet for a
All right,
second?
I kicked him off
Let
for a
somebody
second
else talk.
because he won't stop talking,
King,
and he won't show his
Go
face.
ahead,
explain why
King.
guys can get away with that.
If
I'm just
you're
trying to
on that
understand.
level, if you're on that level, women are okay with it.
When's the last time
What
you
is that
provided for a
level?
woman?
I
Why are
think
we
high
making
value.
it personal, Nick?
It
Why
is
are we making it
personal. If you
personal?
are going to bat for somebody's ideology, when have you applied it to your life? When have
Currently,
you done these
currently,
things to know that this concept is proven? You're just going off of
Niggas
his
on one
words
today.
and you're going
Jesus.
off of another man's
listen,
words on
listen,
what he
listen, Nick.
says works that didn't work for him. Okay. And so I'm trying to figure out, when did it work for you? When did you apply it?
Listen,
I was about to ask
let me
is it
ask you
working for
this,
Why
you?
Nick.
aren't you
Let me ask
providing
you
for
this.
a woman?
If I can provide for a woman, if I can provide a certain lifestyle, if another girl want to suck my dick, I have the option to let her do it.
And
This
she
has
got
got
the
real
option.
But
lame.
you could be
And
broke
she
and do
And
got the
she
that too.
got
option
the
to watch it
option.
both
I know,
ways.
She
right?
got the option to say, "Look, I want to live this lifestyle, or I'm gonna go be with another nigga that can't provide as much as you."
This
What's
fuck
Man,
more logical?
lifestyle.
that's a bunch of
What's more
bullshit.
logical?
That's a bunch of
If
bullshit. And
you
I'd
want
and
to
rather
the
be
reason
cry,
with somebody that can't
You
provide
have
that
to
much and
laugh
treat
at
me with respect.
the audacity of this shit.
I'm
Go
just
ahead,
Right.
saying.
They
Big
feel
Boy.
I'm
like if they
listen.
got
I'm
money,
just
they
giving
can
y'all
just
an
treat women like
example.
shit.
hey,
You know,
let
a
me
lot
say
of
this.
these
The
conversations
reason
The
the
sound
reason
reason.
like as long as I can provide for a woman monetarily, then I can do anything I want to her. I can treat her
Right.
any old kind of way.
No,
I
that's
don't
not
think
what I'm
that's
saying.
right.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's
I'm not
basically what
saying
you
But
just
that's
said,
it
bro.
don't
kind of
mean
what
I'm
it
treating
sounds
her
like a
bad.
bit.
It just means I may have a lot of
What do you
you think
options. You
cheating
feel
on
me?
her
On a
is?
certain level.
And
If you're on a
you could
certain
be a
level,
fry cook getting minimum wage. If you look
It's
good
that's
though,
not.
and if you
Listen,
have
You still
listen,
gonna
bread,
listen,
cheat.
you
listen,
got options too.
I know
listen.
You
niggas
got
that work at
options,
McDonald's
period.
that
Wherever
still
you
be
go.
cheating. Like, what are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Is levels to this shit.
Nah,
it's these guys with beards in
this
their name.
this
What's
the
the
re.
level? What's
Hey
the
It's
level?
King, this
levels
why
to
I
this shit,
disagree with
baby.
King.
It's
This why I
levels to
What
this
Cashier
disagree
level?
with
shit,
level.
baby.
All right,
Cash
let
shit.
King.
let
It's
Big
levels
Rush
to this
talk.
shit.
Let Big
Do
Rush
Hey,
you
talk.
want your
hey,
bills paid?
hey, King.
What if my
This why
bills is
this
already
why I do
paid?
this why
What do y'all
this
really got
why
to
this
offer
why this
to a
see
woman
this
who's
this
already?
this why I don't respect that, you know, that if you gotta have money to give women, then you ain't shit for real. Because see, here's the deal: you can if you means don't mean you got to have a millionaire status. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is this: if it takes you to have money to go out here and have these extra women, you ain't shit. You just got money. That's all it is. Ain't nothing else
That
to
sounds
you.
like some real
You know what I'm
beta male
saying?
shit to me.
Cheating is a personal
Exactly.
choice. So it's morals involved in that. Cheating is a personal choice. So what I'm saying, if your game that tight, if your game that tight, and you know that I can hold on to this woman, cheating on her, whatever, then just let her know up front when you meet her, like, hey, look here, this is what it is. I like having extra women, take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? But see, men with money that y'all talking about, they don't say that because they know that most of the time a woman ain't gonna stay with your ass for that shit. And if she stays, she gonna wait until that bag build up and she gonna dip
Mm-hmm.
out on your ass. That's
Bill
all
Gates'
it,
wife.
that's all it is. Because your game ain't tight. That's why you see so many of these rappers, athletes, whoever. They talk a good game, but without that money, they ain't shit. Because they know
Fact,
most of these women ain't looking that way
fact.
because they ain't talking about shit.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna have to bring more to the table than your money to hold
Big
that
fact.
woman interest. Or all she
Look
gonna
at
do
royalty.
is
Royalty
build up
walked
that
away after all
bag
that
if she's
cheating.
smart and dip on your ass.
But that's the thing that I'm worried about. Kevin Samuels is breeding niggas like you guys that think that
Yeah.
just because you have that, then that's what you lead with, and then you're gonna end up being really sad and lonely because that's all you led with. And what if that shit is gone? You never know life gone tomorrow. Then what are you gonna be with? You ain't
Oh
gonna
And
no,
have
you're
then
gonna
it's
access
go
to
gonna be
the
broke
same
like
females.
women
because
don't
you
value
go
nothing.
you gonna
Every
go
woman's a
broke
gold
because
digger.
here's the deal. You got the woman you with because you got money. So you paying for
Exactly.
all these other bitches too out here that you fucking with. You
Is
paying for
both
them
of them
too.
muted?
That money gonna run out because your game ain't tight enough to keep your money and keep these women. Your game ain't tight enough. You leave with your money. If you
So
leave
then
with
what you
your
gonna do
money,
when that shit
you're gonna
runs
go
out?
broke messing with all these women out here. You're gonna
That's
go
why the
broke.
Kevin Samuels rhetoric is such a dangerous thing. And why you guys shouldn't be listening to it? Because that's why
That's
you guys think
breeding
that
high
women want
value guesses.
what we
That's what I
value.
said.
Can I can I
And then you're
respond
gonna
a
end up
bit?
sad and alone because that's
Can
what
I
you
speak,
led with,
please?
and then she's gonna leave you because that's all you led with, and she's gonna find something
Can I
even
speak,
higher
please?
value
Can
with
I
more
please
money,
speak?
I really
better
Can
hate
than
I,
you.
that term, high value
can I
man.
please speak?
I don't like that shit either, Nefertiti.
Can
Go
I have this?
ahead.
Was it
Go ahead,
Nefertari?
Bearded
How
King.
you say it?
I have
I'm
never
sorry.
met a woman who wanted a broke man.
I
And
mean,
that's
it's
what
not
I
Some
that
people
did.
necessarily
want
got
a
to
Want a
be
broke
broke
broke,
man.
but
man,
That
it's
but
is
just
they
not
want a
a
man that's gonna
pass.
treat them right.
Just because a
I
man
have
is not
never
broke
met a
does not
woman that be
mean
like,
that
hey,
that's
he
a
ain't got
pass
no
to move
money. Hey, he
along.
ain't
Okay,
got
but
no
I've never
money.
Wait,
met a
Neat,
woman
Nigga,
can I
that
get
was
this one real
broke
quick?
with a
You mind if I
broke
nigga.
get this
man.
real quick?
Are
Yo,
we
Bearded
talking
King.
about
Now
millionaires
Billy,
or just
I
men
ain't
that got
never
money
met
now?
a
Nah, Bearded
woman,
King,
a
Bearded
woman
King.
with a nigga
Respond
that
Yo,
was broke ever.
to
Bearded King.
allow
Quick
Ever in
question.
life.
Quick question.
y'all actually
Yeah, Bearded
I've
King.
y'all
never met
actually
a
same
woman
question
that
I was
wanted a
asking
broke
roommates
Thomas
while
man.
B.
they're wealth together.
Excuse me, can I get in here real quick? Just Bearded King, quick question. So basically, he's saying if you have money, you should be allowed to do certain things, basically. So if you get with a girl
No,
who's a 10 and
no,
you
no,
know,
no, no, no,
bro,
no,
bro,
no.
bro,
That's
bro,
not what
bro,
I'm saying.
you
What
Y'all
I'm
just
on the
said that.
saying
backtrack
is,
Anyways,
now.
what I'm saying
can I
is,
finish my question though? I'm not arguing that. Can I finish my
but,
question?
but that is
If
not
you're,
what I said, bro. That's
it's
not
It
what
just
I
a bit,
said,
that sound
honestly.
what
bro.
you said.
Is that
It
all
sound like
right?
what you said.
Whatever you said, I apologize. I ain't gonna put words in your mouth. But let's say, by that logic, let's say you get with a girl who's a 10 and you know you can't bag a 10 on your own because that's why you're bringing up money like this. If that
Bro,
was the
listen,
case,
bro.
no, bro, can I get
See,
my
bro,
question?
that's
Yo, bro, you want me to finish?
you not
No,
asking the question based on what I
because I
said,
can't
bro.
get it out.
But you started with
Anyway,
some shit I didn't say, bro.
then please repeat what you said.
let him speak, bearded king.
All right. So if you're saying that you get with a girl who's a 10 and you know you can't bag her and you couldn't get that on your own, just because you know she's out of your league, you're gonna let her disrespect you, punch you in the face, slap you, talk anyway to you just because she's better than what you can normally get?
No, bro, that's not how it
Then
works.
why would you expect women to take that just because you got money? honestly, bro. And I'm not. I
That's
don't even
not
like.
how it works either, bro. It doesn't work the
That's what
other
you
way
just said.
around,
I'm
bro.
not
That's
even.
what you
You're
just said,
saying we should
King.
accept
Yo,
disrespect
please tell me I'm
because
not
you make
bugging.
a certain
I
amount of money.
never said a woman
Nah,
should
you ain't bugging.
pick up disrespect. I never said that.
If somebody
What
cheating
I
on me, that's
said was,
disrespecting me.
listen. What I said was, some women are okay with that.
Ain't nobody
That's what y'all
disagree with
fail to
that though.
realize. Some
Okay,
women are
so
perfectly fine having a nigga that can provide and get some pussy on the
But you
side, long
also
as you
Man,
said
ain't
take care of
I
nobody
would you
can
be
home.
I
okay
disagree with
I
if
that.
your
can
girl
do
had the
Everywhere.
what?
money and she was cheating on you? Would you be okay if your girl had the money and she had side niggas?
Bro, I wouldn't be in a
Yes or no?
situation like that, bro.
Yes or no?
I would
Yes or
never
no?
be. I would not be in a situation like that. If
Life happens. You
I'm
don't know.
the
You could be up
provider,
one time and your girl. You could be up 1 minute and your girl be the breadwinner the next. So I'm asking.
right,
Yes or no?
right. But I'm
Simple.
saying, bro,
Simple.
you
Yes or
can't
no?
see
A whole lot of
you
yes or
bringing
no.
in hypotheticals that don't apply, bro. If it
Oh
don't
my
Because you
apply,
won't.
let
God.
it
Because you don't
fly,
want to answer the
bro.
question. Yes or no?
If I'm listen, if I'm the provider as a man and she okay with that, what's the problem?
It
Okay,
I
ain't a
there's
asked
a
you
problem.
if
difference in her
she
being
was the
okay
if
with
she
it
was
and
the
her not
provider.
being okay with it. If
If
she's
she
okay
Flip
with
okay,
it,
it,
it's
she
not
flip
can
it
cheating.
around,
provide.
bro. I'm the man in the situation. If she a provider, she can go and be by herself and provide for herself.
Ain't that a bitch?
Oh, so
Nah,
she
that's
could go
some.
be by
I can't
herself and be
believe you got
lonely.
me
Oh,
saying this right now. That's some
shoot.
toxic
Just because you
masculinity
the
for your
provider,
ass.
you could go and cheat though.
If she can provide for herself, go provide for yourself. If you don't like what I'm doing, go
So
take care of
that's
yourself.
so
But
a
what happens if
relationship
you
is
love her though? If
contingent
you
upon
value
if
her
you can provide for
like you
one
say she
another.
should you?
What you mean, bro? Like, bro, listen. What y'all don't realize is like we can
What
replace
you don't
women
realize don't even
at
make no
will,
sense.
bro.
But
Like,
we
bro,
can replace
women,
niggas
bro.
too.
Exactly.
Exactly, bro. But y'all can't replace niggas that's gonna provide though.
There's plenty of. Are you kidding me? That's what a sugar mama is. There's plenty of girls who provide.
Thank
When
There's
you.
we
plenty
talking
of
about high
Dusties out
value,
here
we talking
that is
about
living off of
10%.
a woman. There's
And
Wait,
plenty
there's
wait,
a
of
Brother,
lot of sugar
wait,
bum ass
Bearded
daddies
niggas out
out
King,
here
here.
that
Bearded
provide
King.
for
Will you
women
raise by a
every
single
day.
mother?
Exactly.
Will
Listen,
you raise
we
by a single
talking
mother?
about the 10%. We talking about 10%.
Are you in that 10%?
It don't
That's
matter
not
what
10%.
I'm in, bro.
Then
Listen,
why you
You just
advocating
pulled
for
that
him?
out
even
your ass, and you know you
even
Why
didn't.
you
if I'm
arguing
not
for
Moses
him?
in
said
the
it don't matter.
10%, bro, if you a man that can provide, bro, you in a different level, bro.
Why are you
Women
on a
just
Okay,
at
bro.
a
different
higher money
level?
It's
bracket.
like,
Men
That's
bro,
have been
But that
like
means you ain't
providing
it's
gotta
throughout the
it's
accept a
like
woman
it's
to
decades
like
get
and
on a different level.
ages.
women gotta choose from niggas who can provide and niggas who can't.
but you
Okay,
So
act like
you
that's a
gotta
question.
new
make
For
a
me,
concept.
a
Throughout
decision
history,
as a
men were
woman
supposed to
what type of
provide.
dude you want to be with. You want a dude that can provide, or you want a dude that you gotta take care of. What you want?
That ain't a
I
logical
want a niggas that
question.
don't treat me right.
Do you
Right.
want
And,
a nigga that can provide,
what
or a
happened to
nigga that
basically
you gotta
respecting a
take care of?
relationship?
Whoever treats me
do you
good,
all
that's who I want
But
to
also
that
be with.
fairy tale shit is not real life, bro.
Just because you can't
y'all
get it
This
don't
real
mean
also
it's
No,
not
it's
life,
real.
not real
bro.
When
life
we
though.
say treat me good,
This
we
is
mean
real
just
life,
basic
dog.
respect.
That
No,
fairy
it's not. This
tale
is
shit
social
Respect.
brings
media.
charm and
Everything you
shit,
said
bro.
works for social media. This does not work in real life. This will never work with you
Bro,
if you
in
have a woman
real
of
life,
Exactly.
there
The
are
fact
bro.
that
If
it's
you have
women
not
a
watching
woman
who
that
are
that
is worth
channel, it's
anything,
completely
this will
really
never
fine,
work,
giving
bro.
you
Bro,
very,
there are
very
women
just
who are completely
false
okay with
information.
it, bro.
bro. You going
Where's
They're
the
down,
women
bro.
who
okay
are
with
okay with
it
it?
You guys
Can
are
I
equating
speak?
everything
in
to
real
money.
life.
Can I say something, please?
Say
No.
something, not just
saying a
anything.
lot.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
dude just
nothing.
said that what Kevin said. Were you saying what Kevin Samuel says only applies to social media and these things don't happen in real life?
Oh, I
When
think
you
You
they
talk
see
happen
about
in
it the way
real
you
life.
two do,
Well,
yes.
I
When you
just
talk
want
about it with
to.
no context, yes. There's
I
no
just want to.
context, no nuance, or
I
anything you're saying. All you do is taking what he says on the show and trying to spew it at
bro.
us. That's not
All
going
I'm
okay.
to work in
saying,
real
these
Well,
life.
people out here, bro, really living
I
for
would
real,
just like
bro.
I would just like to say that we do have examples of in real life of women being married to men and those men exercising their options and those women still staying with those men. And
Exactly.
I gave examples of it earlier in the show.
But we've also
So
Ladies,
gave
it
if
actually
counterexamples
you're
that
does
it's not
happen
always
in
lucky
the
real
enough
case.
to
life.
find
It
a
don't
man who
matter
can
your status.
provide,
A lot of those relationships you
cheating is a
mentioned,
good
the
problem
women
to
All
have
right,
have.
just as much
so
invested as the men.
all right, so what about what
Sorry.
Thomas B said? Okay, so you're leading with money. Everything is about money. I could do what I want with money. Whoop. I got this woman. Da, da, da. So what happens if you provide 100% for a woman and then you go broke? Then what?
She goes with the
No,
money
she
because that's what you
leaves. She
built the relationship
leaves.
off of.
Hey
And
Exactly.
man, it's
you understand in morning that she might leave. It might happen.
exactly
It is gonna
you.
happen.
You
Oh
gotta
my
take
god.
that
But then
L.
what is the point you're
Especially
getting
if you
at?
lead with this. Yeah, if you lead with this kind
The
of
point
mindset, you
is
definitely gonna get
that
left. Because
So
that's
your
also going to
listen.
value
relationship
of
are
you.
business
Like I wouldn't
transactions.
advocate a woman to stay with a guy who can't provide and protect.
If you
I
lucky
would
Okay,
enough
advocate for
to
that.
find a
maybe
man who can provide, you
That's
need to
common
stick with that
sense.
man. For real.
is all right. Providing means
Because
more
it's
than
a
just
drought
money,
out here.
though. So
It
what
Hey,
are we
ain't
talking
enough
King.
of
about?
us to go
That's
Providing
what I'm
is
around.
saying.
more
You
than
Hey,
just
guys are
It's
doing
King.
not
money.
too
enough
much
of
Oh,
us
it's
to
things
go
more
with
than just
around.
money,
money.
and it's not just about money. If that really
You,
what it is, then
ma'am,
you basically might as well go get you a prostitute. That's money.
It's
ma'am,
about
ma'am,
Free
Honestly,
you
service.
say
it'll
it's
save you
just
money.
it's
not
Honestly,
about
the
about
being
divorce.
able
money,
to
but
take
like I
care of a
pointed out
woman
before, a woman
and
won't
protect
date a
her.
man who most women won't date a man who
If
don't
a
have a
man
job.
goes broke, that woman
Speaking from
should
experience,
encourage him and
They
But
want
y'all
that
keep
cat
give
saying that
him
a
women.
the
woman
strength to
won't
do
date a man
something
that
different
don't
to
got a
bring in
job.
that.
Most women
That's true.
won't.
We're not going to date a man who don't got a job, but that does not
Exactly. So
mean
money
when
matters.
that man has a job, that
Duh,
gives him
I'm
free
making
pass
money,
to
so
walk
you should
all
be
over
making
us.
money.
Yeah, but you acting
But,
like women
but
just
see,
out here like you saying
Money
money
should
matters.
matter.
all
Uh,
expect to have a
you're
perfect
trying to act like
man
just
who
because
just do
a
I
chick
feel
is
everything
like
right
pregnant,
people
she's
put
supposed to
before
be
money
you.
at
everything.
the
Like
top
she's
tier in a
supposed to accept
relationship,
every
One at a time.
shortcoming,
One
and that
at a
shouldn't be
time. One
everything
at a
One
about
at a
her
time.
because she got
time. It's
money.
just blurring together, y'all.
One at a time.
I'm sorry.
Money
Y'all
should
expect to
matter.
have the perfect man.
It matters
I
to
think
him.
But
that a couple should be equally yoked. Period. Like,
I agree.
if I'm making
it'll
money,
never
you should
be
be making
equal.
money too. You
I
It'll
don't
can't just be
never
agree with
be
sitting
that
equal,
though.
around
bro.
doing nothing. I
I
can't
mean,
just
I
be
agree
sitting
too.
around
Like
doing
you should be
nothing.
equally
It'll
yoked.
never be equal,
Not like
baby.
One at a
financially.
time. One at a time. One at a time.
That equally yoked shit ain't real.
It'll never be
I
equal,
just
It
baby.
it
I
it
was
At the
it
end of
should
the day, I
it
gotta
should be
One
close
at
protect
a
to
her.
time,
equally yoked.
y'all.
It should
talking
be
over
close to.
everybody
So
right
why is
now.
it not
You're
Yeah.
gonna have to
equal?
mute everybody.
But I would just like to say that y'all keep in the 50s, we had more intact black families than we do now. That's all I want to say. That's all I
Okay,
got to
so
say.
you keep
You all have
repeating
a
what
good
Kevin
night.
Samuel said. So first of all, who's in control of the marriage and who's in control of the relationship? If you listen to him so much, you listen to him say women control the sex, men control the relationship. So I hate that these men like him say those things, but then try to blame the women for not being married. Y'all don't care about us having a job. Y'all don't care about us having money. Y'all the ones in control of the relationship. Y'all the ones in control of the marriage. So if women are unmarried and unwed, it's your fault because y'all still fucking the women. Y'all
Can I
still creating babies with the women. So when people bring up these stats, it's so dumb to me that they bring
can I
up these
respond?
stats.
Can I respond to that?
We're listening.
If I get with a woman, right? And let's say I love her and I want to marry her, but if I get some pussy on the side and she leave, whose fault is that?
Yours.
Yours, nigga. What you mean?
That's your fault. That's your fault.
I mean, what kind of question is that?
Listen,
That's your
no, no,
fault.
no, 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 no. Listen, she left me because I got side pussy.
Yeah, that's
You
your
want
fault.
number one. You worry about the side chick?
Are you dead ass
No,
right?
I'm not worried about the
This
side chick. I'm
is
worried about
this
you
is
and what you
this is
did.
this is why
She
we're
just
doing.
some side chick
This
You
is
pussy.
why
sound
we're
She's
doing
crazy
not.
right now.
because people don't have a mind of their own. They listen to these influencers like Kevin Samuels. The shit don't
Listen,
apply
I
to
was
their
like
life,
this
and
before
they
Kevin.
take it in wholeheartedly, word for word, bar for bar, and
Like
they
their
think
word is
that
bond.
shit is okay. It's like what?
If you didn't tell your
You
wife,
cannot
dear
listen to his
King,
rhetoric.
that
You really
you was
can.
gonna
That's
be
gonna leave
cheating
you
and she had to deal
really
with it,
like that's
then
gonna leave
that's
you alone.
not
That's
right.
gonna leave you just alone.
Okay, so what if we have? What if we have an understanding that I may get some side pussy
Then
for
that's
someone too?
different. That's different than not having an
Yeah,
understanding.
if you got an
That's
understanding,
Exactly.
what
it
I'm
ain't
saying
cheating.
though, and that's my point. That is
An
my point.
Okay,
understanding
so
ain't
we're
There
cheating.
are
talking
some
about
people
two
who
But
separate
why
things:
will.
an
would she be
understanding
mad
and a
if y'all had an
non-understanding.
understanding? Why would she be mad about you having side pussy if y'all had an
That's
understanding?
what I'm saying.
Clearly,
The
she would
women
be
who
mad
get
if y'all
that
didn't have an understanding.
listen. The women who get married have that understanding.
That ain't
But
true.
not
That's
all of
Oh,
them. That's
that's
Bro,
what I'm
what?
just
that's
trying to
what
The
the
say.
hell
point
does
He
that
is.
do?
wasn't saying that women
That's
have an
why.
understanding. He's saying that
That's
women
why
should excuse it.
the
They should
the
look
percent
past
of
it.
black women who aren't married is so low because they're so quick to
That's
give up
not
on a nigga.
true. Like I hate
You
that you guys
so
keep using
quick.
that, and that's
You
not true.
so
If you
quick to
literally go look at the
leave.
stats, that's
You
not
so
true.
quick to leave because he do one thing wrong. He get a little side pussy. You ready to leave? That's
You
what
said
Well,
it's
fucking
not
me
how
up.
do
true.
you
Okay,
get a
so
little
if
side
she
You're
pussy
cheat
wrong.
on
when
your
you have to
ass,
pay for the
if she
pussy that you
cheat
got
on
at
your
home?
ass, then
Look,
what you
I
gonna
can't speak
do?
for everybody, but I'm telling you for me personally, I'm
That's
leaving your
why
ass.
y'all
I'm
not
leaving.
married. Y'all not
Most married
willing to
I'm
people
work
are.
leaving.
shit out. Y'all
And
not
if
If
I
you
can't do
don't
it,
y'all
you
want
not
can't
to
do
do
it
willing
it,
either.
to
just say
y'all
that.
not
If
willing
you
to have
don't,
an arrangement.
oh
None
my
of that.
god.
Nigga, your dick ain't swinging. You ain't packing. You ain't fucking.
Damn.
You ain't got it like that. The fuck?
Killing them.
That's a fact.
We
Good
want
niggas
to
time
fuck
it doesn't.
you,
Hey,
and
why
you
we
like
gotta make
no,
this
you ain't
personal?
swing. Like that's my problem.
Why
A
we
lot
gotta
of
make
these
this
niggas.
It's
personal?
not personal, but you're trying to say like that's
Because it is
excusable.
personal. Because y'all think that y'all really
Why we gotta
doing
make
it
this
like that.
personal,
Y'all
baby?
think that y'all
Listen,
it's personal because y'all think a bitch supposed to just accept. Oh well, you
I,
just gotta accept me cheating. Like
listen,
y'all be having. Y'all don't even be bringing enough to the fucking
li-
party. Like y'all
we
ain't
talking
got
about
it
the
like
dudes
that.
that are
Problem
though.
is, y'all
The
let niggas
men
like
that
this think
are
they doing
bringing
something.
enough. The men that are bringing enough. The men that are packing.
Y'all
The men
ain't
that
got.
really got a bag.
Okay, so Kevin Samuels was a man who really had the quote unquote high value bag. Where did his bitches go? They left because he ain't delivering
Listen,
it like he's
Kevin
saying.
said,
Niggas is
Kevin,
not really you're not really bossing up like that. You ain't really got it like that. That's why he's single. That's why the girls that call in is single. And that's why the men who listen to him are going to be single because they listen and they try to apply some shit to their life that don't apply to their life. And they try to listen to this bullshit that he say. And they think that they got it like that. And they have a rude awakening because they don't got it like that. You ain't packing it like that. You ain't got the big energy like that. It ain't going like that.
They got the legs and the
Nick,
arms.
you say like you hate him, but that's literally what conversations he has with men all the time. All
let me
these
tell
men
you
want all this stuff
something.
from women, and they can't provide half the stuff they require for what they require. He
But
would
that's
kill
the
these two
thing.
niggas
We're
on his live
talking
show.
about the men who do provide those things. That's what his show is
Okay, but
about.
Bearded King, not to
But
say
you niggas
personal,
like
but
you was
are you
taking it out
that
of
man?
context.
I can't.
Are you
It's
that
in
man?
context, bro. That's what it is.
Nick, I'm
Like,
not
So
the
why
y'all
bad guy
do
to
Bearded
we
push
feel
the
King,
like
bike
are
that?
you
push.
that type
loyal
of
to a
man?
fault. So y'all dudes
Why
want
do we
women to
have to
be
make
loyal
this
to a
personal?
fault
Because
while y'all
it's
go
making
out
it
and
personal
cheat
because
and
you
do what
guys are
y'all want to
saying this
do?
and you're following it. Are you,
We're
if you're
talking about the
following this,
Kevin
are you
Samuel
living that life too?
situation. Why do we have to make this personal? It don't matter if I am or I'm not. We
It
gotta
Yes,
does
it
we
do.
You're
gotta
matter
speak
if
following
on the
you're
your logic,
topic.
so
spewing
you
this
If you're
must be
going hard to
rhetoric.
living it
defend
too.
somebody,
If
yes.
you're spewing this rhetoric, it matters. If you're not practicing these things, if
Listen,
it doesn't apply to your life in some way, and you're
okay,
telling women that they should lower their standards and they should just accept this or that, but you ain't even got the game to even get a bitch to do this or that, it is personal because it's like, what are you
Exactly.
well,
talking about at
okay.
that point? What
Well,
are
let's
you
say I
even
do.
saying?
Let's say I
What are
do.
we talking about?
Let's say my bitch is a 10 and I can provide a decent life for her.
Oh my God, what does that matter? That's my whole thing. You wanted to be with that
Can
woman
you
wants to
keep
be
that
with
10
you.
You damn
What
right.
does that matter?
when
You
the
damn
money
What
right?
y'all
right.
should be doing for one another. Y'all should
Yes.
be
When you ain't got
leaving
no
each
money,
other
all you got is your
alone.
Like
game, your dick
the
game. If it ain't
conversation
up to
that
par,
the
Bro, there's no
conversation
such
that
thing as no money, bro. In my life right now, bro, there's no such thing as no money, bro. My
Hey,
cash flow is
King,
steady, bro.
King.
My
In the
cash flow
name
is
of
steady, bro.
America, there's
nigga,
no
you
such
these
Uber
thing as
women
Eats.
don't
having no
even know
money.
where the
You gotta
clit
have.
is. They don't even know where the
Look where we
fucking
live.
the spot
There's
is. But
no
then
such
they want
thing,
to
bro.
tell a
I'm at a
woman
point in
what
life,
they
bro.
supposed to just
Well,
do.
money ain't
Can't
no
even
issue,
fuck
dog.
good. Don't know how to please a woman. Coming in 2 minutes, but so high value and telling a bitch what she's
And I
supposed to just put
I'm
up with.
sorry, Neek.
I'm
That's on you,
so
ladies.
it's
One, you let niggas go around thinking they doing all that and they really ain't. And two,
no. These niggas is going
no, every
around
nigga
thinking
needs to get
that.
his shit cut down every once in his life just so he
All
ain't thinking he
I
doing the
just want to
most.
say this, man. I just want to say
This
this,
right here is
man.
a perfect example of that.
If you lucky enough to find a good man who can provide for you and take care of you and love
Okay,
you,
but this is what you're
yes,
missing. We're in 2021, bro. Most of us women can provide for ourselves. So we're
and
not
that's the
going to
problem.
reduce
And
our
that's
treatment just because
why
a
y'all
man
not
can take.
married.
Okay,
That's
Wait,
the
Nah,
wait,
we
Bitter
problem.
married.
King, Bitter King.
That's
So
it's
the
what are
not
you going?
enough
What
problem.
would you do with
strong
a woman who?
men
What would
in
you do with a woman
this
who brings equal to the table
century,
as you?
in this
If
decade.
she bring
Even.
equal to the table, bro, honestly, if she don't want me to cheat, bro, I won't cheat.
Why would
If
you?
she
you
Okay,
if
never
it's
So
mind.
she
if
You
has
know
it's
to
what?
be on
yourself,
equal
man.
level. She has to
if
be
she
like on
wanna
her boss
if
shit
she
for you
wanna
not to
I
split
mean,
cheat.
the
that's
bill
I can't get mad at him. That's a
50-50 and
leverage
don't
thing. That's
want
a
me to
leverage thing.
cheat, I won't cheat. If
Wait,
that's
but
the
answer the
agreement.
question. So if she is at the same economic status as you, she's literally equally yoked. You both
Or
are
better.
high valued. So
What?
therefore, you can't cheat because
Yeah.
she's just as high value.
Why?
No, it's because that's the agreement that we would have. See, you do exceptional things for exceptional people. Most women can't bring that to the table. Let's be real.
So because I'm at a lower economic status, that means you have the right
If I
to do
gotta
what you
pay
want.
all the bills, you can get out.
Hey,
Yo,
we
you
got
bugging.
Hey,
You bugging. I'm
we gotta
You're
quit
I'm
doing
gonna
bugging.
do
these.
what I want. If I'm paying all the
You
bills, I'm
bugging.
gonna do what I want. Period.
Hey, we gotta quit doing this generalization thing because let's be
Yes.
real out here.
But if we
Let
both paying
see.
the bills, yeah, I'm gonna be with you. If we both
Look,
paying the bills, yeah, it's
Oh
just
Yeah,
shit.
you.
but
because you need the
That's
money.
that
but
50-50
as,
mindset.
as
That's
a
that
man, you gotta
50-50
be
mindset
honest
right
too,
there.
man. Because most
50-50 mindset
men,
ain't bad when it's
most men,
real 50-50.
out here ain't doing it like that to where they provide 100%, man.
And that's
So,
the
Exactly.
point,
So that's
bro.
what I
And
say.
that's the point,
You
though.
Damn,
losing,
can you
bro.
at
That's the
least do
point.
70,
but
75?
that ain't a woman issue though. That's a man issue.
Like, you
But
want me
that's
to
the
do all these
point.
things around the
Look, I'm just gonna tell
house?
you reality. If you
Hey,
I
and
think
got
that
the
that's what
exactly.
most women
Listen,
are
kids.
gonna put up with,
and that's
you're in a rude awakening because
no,
that's just
no,
not a
no,
fact.
no. It's plenty of women that are okay with that, and that's
Can
what
I?
y'all fail to realize.
Can we
Now, ain't
acknowledge
nobody
That's
that?
why
failing
That
to
are okay
Wait,
realize
wait,
with
that,
hold on,
it.
hold
white
on.
man.
Can
women,
we acknowledge
Here's
the
white
difference
women
between?
and
are
you don't
completely
respect that
fine with
woman
that.
enough for one
They
or enough
got
that
mistresses and all type
you
of
can't
side
have enough
chicks,
discipline and respect for her to keep it in your damn pants and not do that.
but that's where you fail to real. It's not about discipline or respect.
It is
As a
discipline
man,
and respect.
that's
There's
a
always
man.
gonna be
A man,
options.
you
Even if
can't.
you
You
are
Wait,
broke,
listen,
if you see a
listen,
nigga that works at
listen, baby,
fucking Burger
listen,
King,
baby. You can't
there's still
control no
options out
man.
there.
You can't control no man. That's your problem. You think
Nobody's
you can
trying to
control
control
a
you.
problem
man?
is,
You need
You
to
can't
control
those men
control no
can't
yourself.
control
man.
themselves.
A man gonna do what the
What the?
fuck he wanna do, especially if he
And
paying all
you
the
could do
bills.
that and you could
If
do
you
that
don't want
too.
me to do what I wanna do, you can get your shit and get the fuck out.
It
That's
So what
what a
happens?
sounds
man
What
like
do.
happens when she hits you
That's
it
with
what a
that?
sounds
man
like
do.
some
I
men
pay the bills
nowadays
in this
think that doing
motherfucker.
what they're supposed to
Oh my
do
god.
Wait, Bearded
gives
King.
them a
Oh,
sense
I'm
of
sorry.
You don't
Oh
like
my
it, you
entitlement.
can
god.
get out. And I'll replace you tomorrow.
Oh
I'm gonna
Lord,
have
Were
three
you
no,
raised
more
by a
in
single
line.
mother?
that don't
Were you raised
sound
by a
right
single
to
mother?
me.
Help
Honestly.
it. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
I'm gonna have
That
three
don't
more
sound
in
right.
line. Cause I work hard to get where I'm at in life.
Oh
Yo,
If you
Lord.
Bearded
can't
King.
respect that,
And
you
so
get the
do
When
fuck
women.
out.
Women do even more to get where they are, where they can take care of their own household on their own. So a man coming into the picture, then he wants to talk about, oh, I think it's okay to cheat. I think okay, I make 70,000, you make 50,000 a year. It's okay for me to no. That's not okay. That's not
It's
okay.
not. And that's the
Like
thing,
what?
Bearded
That's
King.
what I'm
Stop
saying
leading
when
with
I
money.
mention
Stop thinking that money is gonna just absolve everything
Listen,
and give
I
you the
have
right to
never
do
when I
met
whatever
a
you want,
woman.
because
when
it's not.
I have never
exactly
met a
when I
woman
mentioned about being
who wanted
equally
a nigga
yoked, that
who
means the
didn't have
mindset
money.
too. That
Never,
don't mean
ever,
just
in
the
a,
money.
never,
That means the
ever,
mindset and the
I
value
Never
got
ever
like
behind
two
what?
that.
million.
Wait, hold
never,
on. Say
ever
that
in
again,
life
Bearded
have I
King.
met
Never
a
ever what?
woman who said, "Hey, I want that broke nigga over there. He looks
Go to
so
the hood.
good." Never.
Go
But
to
the
the hood.
thing
They got
is,
like
This
you make
nigga
it
6 million
fucks
sound
mamas.
over
like
broke niggas
you
just
make it
because he's
sound
fine.
like.
What are you talking about?
But
But the
Pookie
I'm
and
thing
leg
saying
race, my
is,
though,
nigga.
but
Oh
like
my
nah,
he
that King, hey King, I'm disagreeing with what you saying because you make it
god.
sound like that either a man with money, you gonna deal with my bullshit, you gonna have a broke nigga.
Pretty much. That's what you
it ain't
saying.
about bullshit though, bro.
It's
It's
men
not
That's
That
about
literally what
is
you
dealing
dealing with.
with
bullshit.
Money and
men.
bullshit.
bullshit.
That's all
It's
you
not
It's
presented to
about
men
her.
in
dealing with
between that.
bullshit because some women are okay with that.
Bro, all you
Yeah,
presented was
But you
money
gotta
and
factor
bullshit.
Here's
That was
in,
nothing
something.
bro.
We're
else.
some
not
women
gonna
are
negate
okay
that
with
Bro,
it's
it's
that.
not
You
not.
because a
can't
But
lot
Bro,
of
expect
don't.
every
bro,
every
woman ain't gonna
woman to
be
bro.
make
okay
her
with that.
okay with it.
Some
That's
women
Every
are
not
woman
what
gonna
ain't
it's
be
gonna be
fine
all
okay
with it.
with that.
about.
The
Isn't there any?
arrangement is, look, I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna be with you. You my number one.
Well, whose
But every
arrangement?
now
And
and
what if she's
then,
Bro,
not
you
you
gotta
okay
know,
with
do
that
everything and
arrangement?
anything love will
What
not
if that's
allow,
an
bro.
arrangement
Make
on
that make
your
sense.
end? That's an understanding for you. You're like, all right, well, I'm providing for you. I do whatever the hell I want. She's like, no, I'm not okay with that. Then what?
but what if she is okay with it? Is what I'm
But
Then
what
saying.
if
if
she's
she
not?
okay with it, that's your agreement.
If,
That's
if
Congratulations
she's
on
y'all
that
okay
doing
with
that.
it,
agreement.
then
She
there's no
okay with
That's
discussion
it.
to
the
be
point.
said.
That's the
She's
point.
okay with
That's the
it. So
point.
what's the argument?
I'm
Exactly.
telling
If
y'all,
she
that's
okay
what the
with it,
point
y'all,
is.
you ain't cheating if she
There's
okay
no
with it.
point of having a discussion if she's okay
They
with it.
don't be
But if a bitch
okay
is
with
not
But
okay
that's
with
it.
what
it,
I was
which a
That's
lot of
saying.
what
women
it
aren't, then
is.
what?
That's the
Then where do you
thing.
go
And
from
niggas
there?
don't they think it's right still.
I'm saying this to the women who aren't okay with it. You should consider it because the women who
Hell
are
no,
okay
I'm not
with it,
considering ignorant? What do you
Those
mean?
are the ones who get married. You
No,
don't
you
No,
gotta
that's
bugging.
agree with
You
it.
bruh.
bugging.
Oh my.
That's a
Oh
fact.
You
That's
God.
bugging.
a
You
fact.
sound crazy.
Are you
That's a
married?
fact.
You think the
Are you
only
married?
women who
Hell
get
That's
no,
a
that
fact.
married
nigga
are the
ain't
women
married.
who
That
accept
nigga
what
ain't
you
married.
saying on?
Listen,
He ain't getting
listen,
no box of
listen.
nights for the next 2 weeks.
Hey,
Fuck is you talking
hey,
about?
Yo,
hey,
you making up
man.
that couch while you
Hey,
on the phone, ain't you?
listen, bro. Some women okay with it, bro.
Yes,
But a
some
lot
are,
aren't.
but
And I'm one
some
of those who's
ain't.
not okay with it.
Stop using
When
exceptions to the
last
rule
when
to make
was
a
your last
rule.
Y'all not
relationship?
married. Wow.
I'm
I'm in a
When was your
established
last
and
relationship.
not okay with
relationship?
it.
Very ignorant on your end.
I'm in a relationship right now.
God
How
help
long
her.
y'all been together?
Not. Do you have that
8
understanding with your
months.
woman?
We've been together 8 months.
Okay.
But did you
And
have that
does she live
understanding?
with you?
Not right now, but
Not right now. So
Stop
you're
that.
not gonna
Like,
make
no,
her
y'all ain't
answer
gonna
you
never
tight.
have it. You ain't
Wait,
listen,
8 months? Ain't nobody living with me in 8 months. You
Already
bugging. Chill out on that
agreed to
one.
your ideology.
y'all ain't
Ain't
gonna
nobody
never
moving
have
out.
an
Ain't nobody
understanding if
moving
you
into
ain't
eight
dated
months.
by now.
you gotta
Yeah,
graduate
but
to
hold on.
live
But do
with
you
me.
in
You
this
gotta
8 months, do you have
earn
that
that.
understanding that
You gotta
say
graduate to
if
that.
you
To
want to
me,
do your
make
own
it
thing, you'll be
good.
okay with it?
One at a time.
Man, that ain't if
I'll
you
ask
ain't
my
got that
question to
understanding
Bearded
in the
King.
beginning of the relationship, you ain't gonna never have. You can't spring that shit a year later on the web and talk about some. Hey,
No.
I
But
got this
listen
money
though,
now,
bro.
so
Try that
Listen,
black
you gonna
woman
have to
though.
bro.
put up with this shit.
You
But
gotta
That
listen
slow
ain't
though,
how
down
it
bro.
before
go.
She
you
free
jump,
to
because
do
I'm gonna tell
whatever
your
she
ass hell
wants.
no
I
if I can
mean,
keep it moving.
look, she free to
And
do
you the
whatever
nigga who
she
be listening to the
wants.
But
Drake at
his
2 a.m. in the
whole
morning crying.
ideology that the only women that are married are the women who accept to be cheated on. That is a lie.
I
A
didn't
That
say
is
the
fuck
only women.
huge
1000% a
I
lie.
lie.
didn't say the only women. I didn't
Yes,
And
you
say
it,
the
did. You
only
said
women.
the
You
women
just
who
said
are
Beard,
that,
I
married.
my
said
guy. You
some
just
and
said
women
that.
some
are
women that
okay
don't
with that,
accept
and
to live
that's why
in
they're married.
don't get
So let me
You
married.
ask
said
you a
that. That
question.
literally
Is the
verbatim is
woman
what
you've
you
been
said.
dating for 8 months, is she okay with it? The woman you've been dating for
Right.
8 months, is she
Say
okay?
what?
He said
Thank
Is
you,
she
she
Lady
okay
King.
wasn't
That's what
with?
I
okay.
have to say.
Is she okay with that you're gonna go out and cheat on her
He
if
said
y'all
no,
ever
not
dated?
yet.
If y'all ever got married?
Not
I
yet. So
mean,
you mean you're gonna spring the idea on her?
Wait, again, so
You
I
we
need
mean,
to
went to
tell her
social media,
now.
not real
She's
listen
life.
gonna
again.
change her
Y'all
mind.
making this personal, which it
No,
shouldn't be
if
personal.
No, we're
you
not
Oh
But
feel
doing
I'm
my
like
it.
gonna
it's
We're
talk
not.
god,
We're
personal
about
having
it
a
bro.
information,
anyway.
guy.
you
I'm
need
gonna
to tell
talk
her
about
now.
it
Cop
anyway. I'm
out.
gonna
If
talk about it
personal
anyway.
information didn't
Cause,
matter,
What's
cause,
up
Kevin
with these
Samuels
guys
did
with the
ask
beard
the
names?
females.
cause that's
If
what y'all
personal
want.
information wasn't relevant to the conversation, Kevin Samuels would not ask the females how many kids they got, how many baby daddies they got, what their income level is, what their education is. If personal information wasn't relevant, these baseline questions would not be asked because it would just be assumed that they are here or there. Those certain questions are asked to gauge whether you
Absolutely.
qualify for what you are submitting to. And what you're saying, if you can't answer certain questions, is because in your mind, you know that you don't qualify to this ideology that you're capping for.
And then
How
meanwhile,
the women on that go on his show got more heart than
allow
you
If
do?
us
y'all
that
want me to
don't
get
even
personal,
sit the
I'll be
script.
personal. If y'all want to be personal, I'll be personal.
Don't do it
Me
now.
and the woman I'm with now, we have an understanding, and it works for us. Period. Whenever I
You
need
just
her,
say you're
she's
gonna
there
tell
to
her
just
though.
run
Like
out.
you're gonna
So does
not
that
yet. You
understanding
don't have that
entail cheating
understanding.
on her?
I'm not cheating on her right now, but I
But you
mean,
just not
listen,
now.
Right
You just
now?
said a little
The
bit. She's gonna
fuck?
have that understanding
listen,
that like if you want to get some on the side, then that's just okay.
right? But I
So
mean,
if she says
listen,
no, it's not okay. Then what?
if she says it's not okay, if
Yeah.
she's not okay with that, I have to make the decision to stay with her or move on.
And you would stay with her because you want to change your
Bearded
ways
King,
and not want to
don't
cheat.
don't do that.
I
Don't
hate
do
Why
when
that.
would you
women
want
do
to
this, but
stay
you gonna
with
be a
her
nigga
if
who
you
gonna
already
regret
have
her
the
10 years later,
ideology?
trying to still try to hit her up.
Yeah,
I
don't
might
do that.
go, but
That's just
listen,
gonna
bro.
leave. That's gonna leave
Listen, bro.
you
But
more
you know
effed
what?
up
Listen, let
than
me
it
tell
is gonna
y'all
be
something.
good.
Let
Just
me
don't
tell
do
That's
y'all
why
that.
you
something.
got so many bitter ass women
I
out
see
here
this
too,
nigga
though.
singing in the rain future.
Let me
Just
tell
had to let
y'all
it burn.
something, man.
You cannot live Kevin Samuels' advice because if it was
I'm
working
not
for him,
living Kevin
then he'd have a
Samuels'
happy,
life,
successful
baby.
relationship.
I'm not living
Period.
Kevin Samuels' life, baby. I've been like this before
But see,
Kevin.
that's why. But see, that's
Kevin
why
But
you
just
got so
speaking
where has
many
it
for us,
gotten
bitter.
you?
man.
That's why so many women out here bitter as fuck. Because see, you got
Oh, bro,
niggas that
no,
you got
bro, I
niggas
gotta
that
stop
want to
you,
play
bro.
that want to play the
I
game,
gotta
No, that's
stop
a
but
you,
big
they don't
bro.
fact
want to
what Big
explain
Rush
the
is saying.
game in
That's
the
true.
middle.
Hold on.
Because
Can I
niggas
say
Listen,
will think
man,
that's
something?
just
I gotta
okay and it's
stop
not
you, bro.
okay.
Can I say
All that
something?
fairy tale shit, bro. All that
I
fairy
want to say
tale shit, bro.
something.
That
Go
I
ahead,
want to say
Nefari.
something. This is AP over there in the left corner.
Oh, go ahead.
I want to go back to when he said that women are not getting married because they don't want to get with it. Women are not getting married and men are not getting married because men don't want to get married. It has nothing
Exactly.
to do with any of that. Men
that's a lie.
nowadays do not want to be married. And that's a fact. So for you to say that,
Period.
oh, and then that's another thing, right? Men all be like, oh, y'all need to get with this, y'all need to get with that. If you even found out that your shorty kissed a girl, another man, y'all be ready to ditch her,
You
get
be
rid of her. She's
bugging.
a hoe, she's a slut, she's this, that, and the third.
Stop
Y'all
unmuting your
can't,
mic,
y'all,
guys. It's creating
if
weird
men went
energy.
through, if men men went through half the shit that females go through emotionally with niggas, y'all would kill yourself. Real shit.
That's a fact.
And that's real shit.
Real life.
Hey, how many married
So
people is in the room?
I don't know where the married people at.
Well, I'm, well, I'm, well,
Married.
well, I'm, well, we everybody keep King. I ain't gonna say everybody. King, you keep referring to married people. Women ain't getting married because of this. I'm married to a woman, and I'm telling you right off the bat, it ain't no monolithic people out here, men or women. And I'm saying that I'm 100% provider. And if I stepped out on my wife and she found out I was cheating on her, the shit wouldn't last. It wouldn't last because she got options too. It ain't like I'm the only nigga out here that chose her.
But see,
She can
that's
chose
one.
Chris,
Not
chose
That's
only
one
that,
King.
marriage,
not
bro.
only that, a relationship
That's
is
one
about
marriage.
compromise. If you're not trying to compromise in a relationship, you should not be in a relationship. You should be single, you should be outside doing what you want to do, and you should not be making commitments if you want to do whatever you want to do. You can't do whatever you want to do when you're in a relationship. Period.
Who said that? Who told you
It
that?
don't work one way.
It
Who
don't.
told you that? That should be basic common knowledge.
Who got y'all thinking that a man who provides can't do what he want to do? Who told
I'm
Okay,
a
y'all?
let's
man
talk
that
about it. Hold
provides
on,
that
hold on, hold on. Let's talk about
can't
it.
do what I
Let's talk
want
about
to
it.
do.
I've been with my boyfriend. I've been with my boyfriend for 3 years.
So
Nigga,
I've been
who
with
the
my
hell to
boyfriend
teach
for
you
3
the
years. We
game?
talk about marriage all the time. My
So
boyfriend is the provider. He
Yeah.
takes care of most of the things. With that being said, my boyfriend don't be out here wilding, doing what he want to do, because he respects me. When you respect someone, there's just certain things you don't do out of respect.
Okay,
If
let me
you
ask you a question.
okay,
If your dude got a little
being
side
said,
piece,
my boyfriend don't be
right?
out here wilding, doing what he
Listen,
want to do.
listen,
Respect me.
listen, listen,
When you
listen,
respect
listen.
someone, there's just certain
If
things you don't do out of respect.
okay,
If
okay,
you
I'm gonna ask you a
okay,
question. If your dude got a little pussy on the side, but you still his number one, he still want to be with you, still love you, are you gonna leave him?
I
How can
don't
you say
want to
that's your
care
number one?
about no number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I'm
No,
number one,
no,
I should be the
no.
only
Answer the
one.
question. Answer
I
the
should be
question.
the only one. There's
I'm
no
saying
side
though, if
bitch.
he got
And if
no,
my nigga ever felt like he wanted a side bitch, I would break up with him. What the fuck do
okay,
I look like?
and
It
that's
sounds
why
like
you
Bearded
won't get
King, you
married.
just want to be single. Like,
And
why not
that's
just
why
be
you
single
won't
then
get
if you want
married.
to play the field?
You
That's
won't get
my
married
thing. Why not just be single
Why
if
are
you
you
want to
trying
do
to go
whatever you
into
want to do?
He want a
an
maid.
emotional connection if you don't want to provide that emotional connection and
because
everything that
men are
requires
Live
it
in
to
listen.
be?
housekeeper.
Men are not like women. We're not like y'all. Y'all,
That's
that's what
bullshit.
y'all
But you
do.
want the
That's
emotional
bullshit. That's
That's
attachment
what
to
y'all
bullshit.
provide
do.
That's
emotional connection.
bullshit. That's
We're
bullshit.
humans at
Not
the end
We
of the
don't
day.
have
bullshit.
to be
People want to
alike.
be
Listen,
with
I'm
somebody.
giving y'all the real right now. I'm
No,
giving
you're
No,
y'all
no,
the
not.
I'm
no.
real.
giving that
No,
real
you're
You're
giving
BS.
your
not.
opinion
No,
and
you're
how
Listen,
not.
you
listen, I'm
feel.
giving y'all the real.
No, you're not.
No,
Men, we
you're
That's
don't
giving
what
your
you're
operate.
doing.
opinion and how
We,
you
we
feel.
don't
That's what you're
operate
doing.
Nah,
like
brother,
women
don't.
do.
You
We
giving
don't
your
operate
opinion,
like
brother.
y'all.
Bearded King. There's two different guys in the panel who disagree, who say that's
You
not the
giving
real.
your opinion. You
Because they're
talking to
not
a
listen.
married man. That's
Exactly.
100%
He's married.
provider.
He
So
gotta
you
say that.
giving
He
your
married.
opinion.
Listen, bro, I understand. You married. You gotta say that, bro. You
No,
gotta say it, bro.
I
I
don't have to
understand,
say.
bro.
Look.
I
If my
understand,
wife
bro.
was
You
sitting right here,
just
my
said that married
conversation
men
would
can
be
get
no
away with it. So
different.
now you're saying he's saying it because he is married.
No,
Which one
he's
is it?
Exactly.
married he's married to a woman who's not okay with that. Of course he's gonna say that.
But that's what I'm saying.
You
But
ain't
now
making
your
no
point,
sense,
but your
bro.
You really
argument,
not.
your argument
But
makes no sense because
no, no,
if
listen.
you have an understanding, it's an understanding. You're not cheating if y'all got an
Exactly. I'm
understanding.
saying the understanding can go in the other direction. That's what I'm saying.
It's only
Your
one.
But
understand
that's an
It's only
open
if you got an
relationship at that
understanding
point.
that you can step out on your woman in the beginning. It's
Exactly.
not
That's an open
cheating.
relationship at that point. I
It's
don't know
not
what
It's
you.
not
cheating.
an open
This is not
relationship.
a monogamous
It is
It's an
too.
relationship.
If you stepping
understanding
out and
that
she's
look,
okay with it, she's open.
some
That's an open. That's
That's
literally what open relationship
why
is.
no, I'm saying some women are okay with their man getting a little side pussy.
Not
That's
no
an
So do
woman
we
that's in a
so
understanding.
do we not
monogamous
know the difference
relationship.
between
That's not
monogamous
monogamy, fool.
relationships and
Monogamy means
polygamous
you're faithful.
relationships?
Exactly.
I didn't say nothing about monogamy.
Are we not
Okay, so then
understanding
if
the
you talk
difference
about an open
between the
relationship,
two?
then this
Nick,
is a
we
whole
on
different
going on
topic.
3 hours.
I'm not talking
with
about an
this.
open relationship. I'm talking about an understanding that a man and a woman can
No,
have.
skip.
You
And
No,
talk
this
about
is
an
why
no.
open
Forget
marriages
that
relationship.
work.
understanding.
This is
Forget
why
that.
some marriages work and some marriages
We
don't.
went from an old
Well,
beard to a
if
young
it's a
beard.
marriage that's supposed to be polygamous or monogamous, then specify that with your partner. You don't
But
have
that's
to
what
go
I'm not
through
Exactly.
all of
understanding.
that.
If
You do
you
not have
really
to
choose
go
to
through all
do
of
that,
that cheating and stupid.
why not stay single? It's not that hard.
Stay single,
Because
exactly, or get with somebody who
now, okay,
prosperous,
now
but
we
you
finna
happy.
get to it. Now we finna get to it. So you mean to tell me, as a man, I can't want a main chick and a few side chicks?
If she
Not
cool
if
with
you
that,
with
do
someone
what you
that's your
want to
main,
do.
then that's your only.
Do what you want to do if she cool with that.
Exactly, and some women are completely okay with that, and
Yeah,
those
Okay,
are
that's
They're
the
okay
okay.
with
real.
being
Yes,
in a
that's
with
a
that.
They're
I
not
think.
healthy
okay
See,
with it.
relationship.
I think it's a problem with the hearing. Cause I look,
Right. Like
I got
King,
one boy. I got one
we are
boy
saying if
that's
she's
married.
okay with it, she's okay with it. Babe,
Look, I
that's
got one
fine.
boy that's married. My boy, that's the one friend I got that's married. Him and his wife, they go. They got an understanding where they fuck women together. They fuck women together. They ain't gonna fuck no man together. She ain't got no dick out there on the side as far as he know. But they had that understanding when they got together. He like having extra women around, so they fuck women together. That's their
They got a
understanding.
Donnie and
But
Ti type of relationship.
it worked out for them because he dropped that to her
They
when
got
he
an
first
open
met her.
relationship,
He dropped it to her when he first
open
met her.
Yeah,
marriage.
So
hey,
all that
get it how you
understanding
live if
shit,
it's
yeah, if it's
working.
understanding, it ain't
Honey,
cheating.
Yeah.
And that's what we gotta
If
get
it
to,
works for
because
you,
but
some
you
women
know
okay
what?
with that.
The conversation started off as, "Oh, if I'm a man who could provide solely for you as a woman, then I should be able to cheat in peace,"
exactly. You're trying to
basically.
like
So
Yeah,
now
you're
that's
trying to
the
say that
crazy
it's
Now
part.
you
okay because I
like,
backtracking.
I
what
mean,
have
I'm a
I
we?
gotta.
provider. I
We're
have
not
the
having a
right
conversation
to do what I
into.
want.
Hey,
Now we're
listen,
talking
I'm
about
just
if she
giving
cool
y'all
with it.
the
You
real.
wasn't saying if she was
That's
cool
not
with
That's
the
it when you
real
were
though,
talking
Beard.
Nah,
about
you
the
ain't bullshitting.
That's
chemistry.
the
If
real
I'm
for your
doing that,
life,
why
and
would
that's
you
okay.
assume she's
If
not
that's the
okay
life
with
you
it?
live, that 1000% is okay. That's what you choose to live. But don't put that on people and say that's the real because that's
And
not
then
the real. That's not the
that's
real
what
for
I'm
my
saying.
relationships or for me. That's
Was
not
that
the
what
real
he
I'm
was?
choosing for
Was
Lady
that
T
It
what
may
you
not
was
be
or
the
saying?
real.
You was
Nefari or
saying
whatever or AP. None of that. That's not the real for none of us.
facts.
Listen, if
And
you
that's not
lucky
something
enough,
that every girl. Because I know
so.
I 1000% am not accepting that. No.
listen, if you lucky enough to find a man that can provide for you and love you and take care of you, if he cheating on you every now and then, that's a good problem to have because he
Wow.
paying attention.
Nah,
No.
nah.
All right. At
No.
I
this
done
point,
told
we
you.
gonna wrap the conversation up because it's
I
going
say
in
nah.
circles.
Yep.
Circles.
It's going in circles, and a lot of the men who saying what women should accept ain't practicing what they preach. Ain't got it like that to do it like that, and it's just crazy
Because
to
we
me.
took it from a whole genre to a whole nother
Hey,
genre, saying the
any of
same
y'all, hey,
thing though.
Right. One age to a younger age.
It's
Like,
that beard name. That beard name is
right.
weird.
That beer game.
I'm telling you.
This is how people interpret the message that he's given. They're not able to decipher what can apply in real life, what will work for their life. They just think they hear a man who is not even a proven concept of his word, and they hear him say things, and then they go out and they think that they can do this shit in their real lives, and they're going to end up single just like him, dying alone just like him, the same way. Because they think that everything that he say
hey,
is Bible, and it's gonna, if it works, oh, that's what he said it's supposed to be, then that's what it's gonna be. Like
can I
that,
ask you a
no.
question, please? Can I ask you a question, Nick? Can I ask you a question, Nick? If a man got a lot of options, right, and he ain't even got to be like the high value. They just say he got
I'm
like a
trying to get
decent
my
job.
phone.
He can't provide, but he's not even like high value. But he got a whole lot of options. Is it wrong for him to exercise those options?
Yes.
Man, you asked that
If you
question
in a
50 times.
relationship, yes.
That question been
I know.
asked 50
Even
times
if,
in this
okay,
conversation.
let's say his woman okay with it though.
If you
Let's say
want
his
to
woman
cheat,
okay
just
with
Big
say
it.
that.
Rush is a fool.
Right. If you want to cheat, just bro, if you want to be a
If you
hoe,
a
just say
cheater,
that.
just say
Like,
that.
I'm saying though, like y'all
Hey,
like don't take into it.
just
Y'all
cause
like
you
some
slow it
niggas
down
got
when you
I
ask
hope
the
other
your
question
girl.
don't
I
mean
options.
hope
it's a
Like,
your
different
girlfriend
question.
of 8 months ain't watching this, Beardy,
Jesus,
because
some
she
niggas,
might
child.
not be your girlfriend afterwards.
hey,
Honey, child.
poor girl, poor girl.
Just cause you slow the question down don't mean it's a different question. You asked that question like 50 times. You just slowed it down that time. That's all it is.
Mhm.
Man, look, that shit sounds sweet, but if you don't establish that shit in the beginning, and if she with it, she with it. You know, some women are with that shit.
And if
But
she's with it, she's a dickhead.
well, I mean, I ain't gonna go that far. I
she a
mean, but
smart
your
woman.
preference
She
is your
a
preference.
smart
Hey, if
woman.
that's what
Crazy
floats her boat, that's
crab
what
cake.
floats it. Shit.
If
Yeah,
she
your
with it, she
preference
a
is your preference.
smart
Yeah, how
woman
you
who
live.
understands she need a man that can take
You
care of
ain't
her.
even
She's a
putting it
dickhead and
down
she just
like
learning how to
that.
love
That's
herself.
my problem. Y'all don't even be y'all don't even be knowing how to please a woman.
You want
Y'all
to sit
don't
up
even
and
be
let
knowing how
you?
to please one fucking woman, but then think that you just supposed to have access to all the bitches. And the
No,
bitch,
he just wanted to go get his dick
y'all
sucked
dick
by
can't
other
even
women.
stay hard the whole 30 minutes, but then you
Bro.
think that she just supposed to accept you because of what, and then you just supposed to get another bitch because of Kevin Samuels dead. So
This
like
is
y'all
how
can't
niggas end
even
up on Snap.
figure it out with one
Say it,
woman.
Nick.
Fucking figure it out. Y'all don't even know where the G spot is. Y'all don't even know where the clit is. Y'all don't even know how to make a bitch come. But then a bitch just supposed to let you cheat on her and go to the next bitch and go to the next bitch. She just supposed to be. Y'all don't even be putting it down like that to think that y'all
Right,
can do
most
all
men
this
don't even make their
stuff.
women come.
You ain't
That's
This
even
is how
another
mastering
thing.
niggas end
my
up on
body.
Snap. This
And
is
I've been
exactly
with
how they
you.
end up on Snap. Shit like this.
Save this
Hey,
shit for the after show. You need to have an after show, Nick, about some freaky shit.
Oh
Have fun,
dang,
play our
Beard
little
burnt
freaky games
out on
again.
us. Beard left when you said he ain't putting it down like that. He said, "Deuces."
Look, you got time today, girl. If you do it, we got time to be playing some freaky games.
I'm just saying though, I be
Bring out
getting
your
so
cards again,
tired of
Nick.
these men trying to act like, oh, well, women should they just listen to a nigga say some shit that ain't even a proven concept for his life, and then they say what a woman just should go for, but don't even like you ask that nigga where the clit at. How you please a woman? What you do? They what? Oh, Kevin
know.
Sam. Let me go watch a Kevin Samuels video. He didn't tell me that part. Like
They need
Not
Kevin
even
Samuels to show
that.
them that too.
Oh Lord.
What if you providing for me and you just a shitty human being? What if you just not a good person to me?
Right, that's like saying a woman should stay with a man that's beating her because he's
He
providing for her.
provides.
Oh
And
yeah, that's a
he can do
great
what he
Like,
do.
hell
example.
no.
Big Rush, go ahead and close it out.
I can't really hear right now. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear
Yeah.
you.
I didn't hear the question that was asked.
Close it out.
Huh?
Close it out.
Or we could change the subject if y'all not sleepy. Shit.
No,
Yeah, no, let's play that
my
freaky
phone,
game. Bring out your cards.
my phone. It's like
You
I don't know. Maybe my signal fade. It's like blurry on the end, so I can't really. I hear y'all saying stuff, but I can't hear exactly what y'all
Well, put
saying.
on some earphones.
Huh?
You're not up to the
Well, put on
task.
some earphones.
It's
Oh, okay.
somebody different.
Yeah, we wired. We up now. Shit, let's
My
play.
charger was making my phones hot.
Start it off. What you want to talk about? Put on some earphones.
Nick, what cards you got?
Yeah, whatever you
Black
want.
Dahlia, you got an
She's
echo.
been drinking. She
You
wants to
got
play.
cut out your echo.
Me?
No, Black Dahlia that just clicked on got an echo.
Oh. What card games you got, Nick?
Let me see that real quick.
Oh, that one card game where I was asking questions, but I got new
What's the
cards.
name of it? I got a
Um,
card game. You know, I got a couple of card games too. So what's the name of it?
oh, go
What's
ahead.
your? I'm asking, what's yours? Because I don't
Oh,
know.
mine was what was it called? I don't remember what it's called. It's in my living room. But what's yours? Which one you got?
Let me see. Hold on. Ouch.
Okay, can it be like trivia, y'all? Because I really don't know like spades and even goldfish or nothing.
Girl, we
I
can't play
thought we were
no
playing the
spades
freaky card game.
online.
I haven't played that in so many decades. I'm not that old. No, I'm not.
I think that's what we're playing, the freaky card game.
Oh, cool.
It's really crazy when you watch both platforms targets for black men and black women. We seem to say many of the same things about each other.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Y'all talking like women don't be out here cheating more though.
Okay, I can hear y'all again now.
If her legs ain't shaking, you ain't doing it right. Right.
That's a fact.
That part.
Say if her legs ain't shaking, you ain't doing it right.
Yeah.
Oh, he heard
No,
me.
you ain't got the captain hook.
Hey, let me
I
ask
can't
y'all
find my
ladies this.
other one. The only other one I got is the one of Derek Jackson, his red card one.
You got a card
Let me
game?
let me ask y'all ladies
Yeah,
this.
Derek Jackson had a card game.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
I'd like to see that.
Let me ask y'all ladies a question.
We
So,
listening?
if you how often do you require to have sex in a week?
Shit, I want it at least
At
twice
least
a week if I
3
can get it.
times. At least 3 times a week.
At least 3 times a week. That's realistic. Because I was waiting to hear somebody say every day or 5, 6 days.
I was
I mean,
about
it would
to
be nice
say,
every
I
day,
was
but
just
sometimes
about
it's
to
just not
say,
practical. Sometimes you be
I
I mean,
live
if I
tired,
can
with,
get it every
work.
day,
I live with my
Only the men
man,
who
so
say
we
that.
do it pretty much every day. I live with my man, so we do it pretty much every day.
Shit, that's goals. I wish I could.
right? That's
Oh well,
goals,
yeah.
but I'm just
Well,
saying.
you would definitely hate me then, because I'm gone. I'm gone most of the week.
Well, you be on the road. You a truck driver.
I'm gone. I'm only home Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and
That's
then
all
I
right.
leave
She
out
probably got
Monday
that
night.
massager when you gone.
Huh?
She probably got that massager going when you gone.
Yeah, hey, maybe she do. She got something going on because she don't be complaining. But you know, so you said every day, y'all get it every day.
See, this is the reason why women can do it every day because most men don't make women come every day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfair to say.
Yeah. I mean,
It
no, but it's a
is. It's
fact. I
true.
mean, it sucks, but it's a fact. I mean, it would be
Nah,
nice
y'all can
if
do it
they
every
got
day
it.
because you ain't got to work as hard.
What do you mean? Yes, we do.
What?
I ain't talking about getting up going to work. I'm talking about when it come to sex. Y'all ain't got to work as hard as a man when it come to sex,
Bullshit.
Yo, you
huh?
bugging.
You real
That
bugging.
he referring to starfish, bitches that just laying out like
Yeah,
this.
nobody doing
Right.
that shit.
But that's all a woman really got to do is lay there. So of
But
course
No,
y'all
that
can
she
get
ain't
it
that
don't
every
ain't
day.
either.
real
Shit, I
sex.
don't like to just lay there. You bugging.
Right.
Well, I'm
Who
just
wanna
saying
be
I
a
Put in
ain't
the
being
saying
work.
that that's what
missionary?
you have to do. I'm saying that if a woman want to get it every day, all she technically got to do is lay there and take it. You see what I'm
No,
saying?
you put in that work. Shit, I got the Megan Thee Stallion knees.
Listen, I gotta lay there and take it just like I gotta lay there and push out that baby if we have one from, as a result. So, I mean,
Well, no,
don't
but,
look,
but I'm just
look.
saying a woman's stamina can be high. It's higher than the man because y'all ain't got to work as hard.
I mean, but
No.
that's not
It's
true because
just
not all the
because
time the guys put in the work.
y'all can come quick and we can't.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, not all the time the girl gets to, but shit, a lot of girls put in work. I put in the work.
That's why that
You don't
shit
even have
make.
to do
That's
the work
why.
all the
That's
time.
why that
Shit, I
shit
can do
make
it
it so.
myself.
That's why it's so damn unfair too. See, that's some unfair ass shit.
How's it
Be-
unfair?
huh?
A woman
How's it
can
Because
touch
like
a
unfair?
man in one
because
little spot and he'll come like
because of
that.
what you
All you
just
gotta do is
said.
just lay back and then let me do it. So how's that unfair? If you get tired, then I get to.
Right.
Most of most women ain't out here putting in work like that.
It
You
depends
fucking
on
with the
how
wrong woman.
attractive
Yeah, you fucking with the wrong
What
women then.
I'm not referring to my wife. I'm just saying I've been with more women than just my wife, and most
What
women
I'm
ain't
So
saying
what
is
been
are
just
that
you
some
kind of woman.
boring
saying? We
bitches
need to
things.
do more in bed. What are you really trying to say then? What
What
are you
I'm saying,
trying to
but
say?
see, okay, but see that leads to another subject. Most women don't know when they got bad pussy.
Wait, hold on. That brings a good
What's
question. So what is
bad
bad pussy?
pussy?
Well, damn,
What?
okay.
Pause. All right. So we got all of you guys in the chat. Listen, this broadcast is going to end right now. I'm gonna end the broadcast and I'm gonna start it over. So refresh y'all screens, come back to my page so that you guys can we're gonna start the new live on a different topic. So this one don't be like all these out. It's already 3 hours long. So we're gonna end this one. Go to my community tab on my main page to click the link to come back to this one. So if y'all not following this page, go to my community tab on my main page and then click the link to the new stream. So we're gonna end it right here. And y'all gotta